Hello, hello, hello. Hey, River. Hey, Cow God, and welcome to everybody else who is just getting in. Welcome to a stream. Hey, good on your sister for sending you 25 bucks. Welcome to a stream format that has become a staple for me, a little something I call a Shuffle Saturday. If you haven't witnessed this before, I have my game collection loaded into a website called the Backloggery that's hidden behind Elmo here. That includes a neat little feature where it'll randomly suggest a game out of my collection for me to play. Using that feature, I will pull a random game from a pool of most of the games I have and have the technical setups to stream, currently around 1,600 different games. I'll then play that game for the next 30 minutes unless I decide to veto it or someone in chat types !veto, in which case we'll pull another game, play that for the next 30 minutes instead. As you can see, I only have 2 vetoes for the entire night, whereas you all have twice as many. That being said, I will automatically throw out any game I can't stream, either due to technical issues specific to the game, sometimes just I decide it's taking too long to get OBS to play nice with capturing, or if the download is like 50 gigabytes or something and we'd be sitting here on a black screen and just having me podcasting for too long, or because it would get me banned. An example, if the game ruled as Sakura Dungeon or something, because those are in there. You can also use the veto command mid-game to stop it immediately, or use !encore to say, you know what, I want 15 more minutes of this. There are also channel point rewards you can spend to affect things as well, including the ability to outright choose the next game. I also have to give a continuing shout out to my good friend and patron of the stream, Rapukin. Thanks to his generosity and the magic of Steam share, I've added roughly around 200 additional games to the shuffler, most of which I've never played, I've never heard of, so it just adds to the chaos. Why don't you just remove it? You don't understand. I'm stubborn, and I want the Backloggery to also, like, be an accurate tracking of my collection. It would throw my percentages off. But no, I have actually started to mark those to remove them from the list. Ending a long-standing tradition of me, like, panicking for a couple seconds when one comes up and being like, haha, no! Just because I realized that, someone might spend their garlic coin to suggest it, not realizing that, it's an H game and I can't play it, or something like that. So I wanted to more clearly delineate those, but there might still be a few that slip through the cracks here and there. Christian Monster Girl Dating Sim. That one leaves room for Jesus and is completely fine. Yeah. Looks like there's still about half a minute if you want to get in on some gambling on what system will come up first. Hope everyone's weekend is off to a good start. I had intended to be a little more productive earlier today. And then I slept in, and then I woke up and saw it was cold and rainy and thought, okay. I can put off getting my oil changed in the car. And then I started playing video games, and I was like, oh, it's around the time when that library is supposed to be having that book sale. And then I looked outside and saw it started snowing, and I was like, maybe I just don't do anything today until I stream. And then I blinked and it was 4:30. Well, don't worry. Summer will be there soon for you. Only one taker for the gamble, so I'll just refund everybody. And we can just get going with what game will be up first. I have no control over this. I am not rigging this like I did on April 1st. There was something else I was gonna say. Something else I was gonna say before we got started. Should have written it down, because I can't fucking think of it. First up shall be Earthworm Jim for the SNES. Should I kidnap? Yeah, absolutely. The April 1st stream was a shuffle stream, except all games were Final Fantasy X, and so it was Blitzball for like 2.5 hours. I really haven't had a good time playing Earthworm Jim, so I'm actually gonna nuke that one. And probably going to be immediately punished with a worse game. So instead, Night in the Woods, which is a game I've heard good things about but never played. Okay, I'll grab that. I think that's one of the ones I have through Itch.io? I'll work on getting that downloaded, and then we will get started with that. If you'd rather we go for something else, let me know with an !veto. Yes, okay, I do have it from here. Okay, that's not too big a download at all. You twinks truly are a national treasure. Out in the woods. Platformer and adventure game, apparently. My storage space is pretty bad. I periodically have to go through and just, like, uninstall games. It's... Send help and external hard drives. I need them. I really do. Okay. So, of course, Snow and Roar will pay for you eventually, I promise. 20. Wow, that is a terrifying amount of FNAF fan games. I was not aware there are that many. Well, I guess it shouldn't surprise me that there are that many made. I should phrase it like that. And yet somehow it still does. Somehow it still does. Download is finished. It's just unpacking now. And of course, I'll have to figure out how to get it to capture. It's always a bit of a moving target, particularly with itch.io games for whatever reason. Steam, usually stuff plays nice, but if I have anything old through GOG, it's often a challenge, and itch.io is just always a complete stab in the dark. You play them for him? Does he not know about, like, YouTubers? I'm sure there's no end of FNAF kids who put Let's Plays up of FNAF fan games. Like, that would be my response to him. Though I'm sure, just like fan fiction, there are probably some fan games that are diamonds in the rough that are well worth it. Yeah, I mean, I understand the wanting to have someone to talk about with the games you play. That's like half the reason I started streaming in the first time, because I was losing my mind over COVID. Though I am an introvert, I just kind of realized, like, hey, I need literally an anything. And this can be an anything. Okay. Let me try... I think OBS might have just crashed. OBS, don't do me like this. Don't do me like this. Okay. Are we back? Are we back? Are we fine? Can people hear me? Sorry if you got pinged twice. OBS decided to be a little bitch and crash when I switched to a different collection of scenes for no reason, because of patented go fuck yourself technology. I am the horseman of stupid bullshit. You know what, Antihero? You could do a lot worse. You could do a lot worse. Okay. Let me get, now that I'm completely thrown off, and it's clearly going to be one of these kinds of streams, let me see about getting Night in the Woods called up. As that was the first game that was rolled that I did not veto. Nope, I didn't even try to load the game, it was just purely OBS. Okay, let's see. You launch in windowed mode for some unholy reason, so I need to... I feel like I'd done a little too much of the shuffle machine, so I wanted to do a proper, just shuffle Saturday. Okay, let me adjust this like that, and why is everything broken? This is a great stream. We're off to a great start, and I'm very happy with how things are progressing. This is fine. This is fine. This is all fine. Okay, there. 30 minutes on the clock. Let's... Is the timer broken too? Oh my god, I think the timer's broken too. Okay, great. Everything's just working wonderful today. All right. You know, I thought to myself, you know, Vim, maybe you should pour yourself a drink before stream starts, just in case. And I was like, no, why would I need that? That would be dumb. But, well, here we are. Can I get... Everything is broken indeed. Why is the timer not working? Okay, great. Great. Let me see if I can kill some tasks. I didn't even do anything with the timer. Is the thing that really irritates me. Like I didn't do any testing with it at all. I just opened it and that was it. Okay. Timer, will you work now? Yes, you'll work now. Good. Okay. 30 minutes on the clock. Night in the woods. I'm already pissed off. It's been almost 15 minutes, and I haven't played a game yet. Let's fix that, starting now. Is it Z? It's X to confirm. Very well. In the year Granddad died, we had the worst flood since 1998. Greg got trapped on top of a doghouse. The power was out for 2 days. Casey Hartley came by in his dad's boat, and I laughed when I saw him. Gonna drink on your next break? Yes. I had planned on my drink just being, my usual water bottle and a delicious can of raspberry peace tea, but apparently, the universe has decided it's out for my blood tonight, so it's fine. Granddad left me an apple crate of books. He loved ghost stories, and quoted them to himself in the hospital bed. Oh wait, can I... Oh, I can choose. I like they went looking for the gods and died in lonely places. On his last day, he sat up suddenly and stared bug-eyed through the window. At the old trains, at the old empty mill, at the old parking lots, the old playground. I like the old trains out of that the most. At the old trains rattling to somewhere else, from somewhere else, he turned to my dad, eyes still wide. "This house is haunted," he said, and died. What would be creepier is this house will be haunted and then he died. Well, this is great. I mean, I didn't expect a party or anything, but I figured someone would be here. I've had a few good edibles in my time, although, as I've mentioned before, all weed does is just put me the fuck to sleep, so I haven't partaken in years and years and years, despite living in Denver for like a decade. Welcome home, May. Oh, I can jump. Fiasco Fox, you are too dreamy. I thought this was a different game. No, this is what it is. Excuse me, but where is everybody? It's 10:45. It's closed. Not a lot of folks getting off the last bus to Possum Springs these days. Yeah, but usually if I have a cutesy furry game, it's because it has some incredibly dark undercurrent to it. Just you. So are you the janitor or something? Looks that way. What do you do? Home cultivation, nice. Fix this door. That's it? Nope. Great. Gotta get political every now and then. So can I, like, walk past you? Will you let me pass? Can I squeeze past you? Nope, just broke the damn thing. When do you think it might be done? Right after you go grab me a Fiascola from the machine. Am I paying for this? Am I a twink? No. I always rig it when I'm here after hours. Nice. Free as in free? Free as in no one's here to say otherwise. Alright, I like this janitor man. Let's use the hacked soda machine. What the? They have lime fiasco and he wants a fiascola? That's just a waste. Okay, just gotta grab it. F. Oh. That was... Why would you do it like that instead of just push button get thing? Yes, Repu has met me multiple times in real life. He is completely trustworthy, just like I am The most trustworthy streamer on the platform. One free-ass cola. Is he gonna shotgun the... This dude rules. Yummers. So what are you doing here? I live here. Well, lived here. Huh. Strange. When do you think that door is gonna be finished? Now. Goodbye. Bye. This bus station is maybe the newest thing in Possum Springs. Guess they got state funding or something. Makes a good first or last impression, I suppose. If not for the abandoned glass factory back there. Not getting rid of that anytime soon. 0.3% body fat? That would be, like, worse, I think. Wow. I didn't realize how much I missed the sound of that train. I used to hear it in my bed at night, during the winter when the leaves were down. That's very nostalgic for me as well. You get me, game. That would be dead, right? But think about those abs, true. You'd look terrible everywhere else except for your abs, but... Ugh, this is some dank nature. Dank nature and garbage. There used to be an old sawmill around here, I think. I mean, the park up there is called Sawmill Park. Looks like they lost a log load at some point. Gonna have to climb this, I guess. So yeah, immediately from nice, apparently fancy, bus station to just absolute junk. What the hell is this town? Where... Because I can't... Oh! Wait, how did I do that higher jump? Is this straight up I do a Mario 64? Triple jump up? Or maybe I need to break the... Ah! There we go! I was just about to say maybe I need to break this, branch. Oh my god. It was dangerous. I could have died. It was amazing! We've got a taste for danger now. I am not gonna die in this hole. Okay, game's been going for like 5 minutes. No need to be that melodramatic, May. Cat girl slash cat twink. Wow, I haven't been here in maybe 10 years. And apparently no one else has. Alright, let's get to the point where, like, there are other characters. Good. Hello? Oh, come on. Don't think I have the upper body strength to climb this. But you're a cat. Or is that racist? Alright, guess we gotta go up and over, or ramming speed. Ahoy! Yeah, I must need to go, like, up and over. Ah, and so that's how you're supposed to learn about the jumps. Suck every other way, you know what I'm saying? It's only been 2 years since I lived here. Not this playground, Possum Springs, I mean. This is all getting jumbled. I should write it down. Rip Granddad. Your parents forgot you. Nice wrong form of your, loser. Oh. Oh, so I could have had full screen going. No, I already have things set up the way I want. How do I get back to game? Escape? Escape. Okay, over there is nothing then. There's no fall damage, I'm a cat. Oh. Oh, May. Been a while. Hey, what are you doing out here? Nothing better to do? Was out here doing my rounds and saw you in the very off-limits playground. So? Get in the car, May. No. You want to spend your first night back in jail, May? No. Too bad. All your limbs are broken. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. I almost got arrested. Hey, remember me? Ah! May, you gave me a heart attack. Good. What are you doing? Oh. May, honey, we thought you were coming tomorrow night. You thought wrong. How did you get here? I walked until I got arrested. By Aunt Mall Cop. Oh, did you say hi to Molly for me? No. I say hi for no one. F the cops. I'm going to bed. Is my bed still here? Or are we waiting for tomorrow night for that too? Ah, May, so good to hear that voice again. Good night. This is a weird exchange. But hey, at least our main character doesn't like cops. Points for her. Spooky. Ugh. Since when is the crawl space all jammed up? Wonder if Dad could move them. May's like, I can't be bothered. To immediately fall into ultra angst mode again. Yep. Take a little cat nap. Game, you're just, you're not big on having music, are you? Could play some bass? But which song? Space Dragon, of course. That's a shame. Wanderer in space, no matter forbidden place. Oh, okay. Why in the name of all that is holy is this the number keys? I never claimed to be good at this. I didn't think this would happen. Kind of a jam, though. Yeah, maybe the numpad would work. No, the numpad doesn't work. I didn't even think to give that a try. For some goddamn reason. Numpad would be much better. It's probably better if I had bothered to, like, set up a controller. Because 4 face buttons. I swear to God, if this gets the VOD muted, I'm gonna scream. Because it's already too late for me to stop it. I'm just going to assume that this is fine, though, and we can just vibe to this. Oh, there's more. Yeah. See, this is full-on prog rock opera, right? Not bad, considering I don't know how to play this song. Yeah, that's about on track with my performance there. Is that dad or is that mom? I'm gonna assume it's dad. Honey? Yeah? Come see me in the kitchen before you leave. Okay. Why am I back home anyway? Oh, no, it is mom. Did you like that impression of your father? Hi, Mom. Welcome home, sweetie. Thanks for not changing the locks. Sorry we mixed up the day you were coming back. It was such short notice. It's okay, Mom. May, honey? Yeah? Is everything okay? What do you mean? Honey, did something happen? I just needed to come home. Well, sweetie, I think you can understand my worry. That's not usually something a college sophomore just up and does. I know. Honey, you can tell me if something happened. Mom, I'm fine, really. Can we talk about this another time? Sure, honey. It's okay. Thanks, Mom. I bet you your old friends will be happy to see you. You wouldn't happen to know where Greg is, would you? Oh yeah, Greg's working down at the Snack Falcon, up in Town Center West by the Click-Clack. I think I'll run over and say, hey, Mom's acting like a psycho. No, she's just concerned. If May apparently came home on short notice, I think it's warranted. Plus, like, just get a baseline, like, you know, does May, like, need space? Or does May need, like, you know, hugs and comfort food right away? I think it's fine. Well, have a good time out there. Lots to explore. See what's changed. I will. Just watch out for all the construction. Well, it wouldn't be fall in Possum Springs without loads of construction. It's so festive, honey. I'll be back later. Bye, sweetie. Yeah, who needs all the orange from falling leaves when you have the orange of construction cones? So, part 1, home again. So apparently all our friends are, just decided to stay around our podunk town and just take Joe jobs. Wait, I'm sorry, who's saying kill, kill, kill? Oh. Hehehe. Hey, Mr. Twigmeyer. Hey, is that you? Sure is. You home for a visit? No, I'm home for good. What, they not have college anymore? Nope, it burned down. Yeah, I'm sure you burned it down. These allegations, Mr. Twigmeyer. I ain't allegating. Just try not to burn my lawn down, you firebug. No promises. Oh! That's nice that I can... This is already a better cat simulator than Stray. Just for letting me be a little bit of a menace by jumping on things. Burn his lawn. Listen, we have to do that later when there aren't witnesses around. Selmers! What are you doing home? Dropped out. Wow. Yeah, I guess. So, like, you just don't go back? That's about it. Weird. Very low energy. Is that a gravestone? No, I wanted to investigate the gravestone. Alright, so we need to go see our friend at the snack shop. Ooh, that's never good. It's so... I feel like it's so hard to fix, like, litter box avoidance once it starts. Market house. I think I have a great-great-uncle or something on this. Yep, there you go. Anselm Borowski. Anselm? Even in life, he was tragic. Party barn is for sale. Very sad. Ah, rental stores. I kind of miss them. Oh, we have a Social Security Administration office. I thought this was supposed to be a small town. Snack Falcon. Oh my god. Hey, Greg. What are you doing here? I'm back. Like, back as in today? Back as in back. Too bad you didn't die at college. Too bad you didn't catch a flesh-eating disease. Too bad you didn't join a murder cult. Too bad you didn't lose all your limbs in a freak soda machine accident. God, it's good to see you. Ah. How's Angus? You two still a thing? Hold on. What are you doing? Changing the music. The Space Dragon? I thought that was a leather jacket. What? Angus. What are you doing here? I live here. Since when? Since last night? 11 or so? That's amazing. Come to band practice. Oh my god, the band is still a thing? Sure. When's practice? Now. When do you get off work? Now. Oh, how goddamned convenient. Really? No, he's just ditching. Ah! This dude is a little too hyper for the chill voice I gave him. Hi, Angus. Hey, it's you. It's May. It's May. Ah! So the party barn went out. Eh? Yeah, not sure how it ever stayed open. Like, how many parties are there, really? You need a lot of parties to keep a barn running. I have your old bass. Oh, dude, I don't think I even remember... Hey, B. May's back. Wow. Hi. Yeah. Hi. She's totally back. Wait, what? Are you, here for band practice? I play drums. That's not drums. That's computer. It's fine. She also does your bass parts. Well, I understood them as the bass parts, but I can turn them off. Turn them off. On your computer. May, we're totally gonna play a song. You totally have to play bass. Oh god, no. I don't even remember. I'm going to be terrible. Those aren't even drums! Alright. Back into this, then. So, who's singing? I guess it's Bear Guy? This bass part does not sound good. Like, Space Dragon sounded alright. It's a very distinct visual style. I feel like I may have seen like a video on this game at some point or something? It looks familiar from somewhere. Damned if I can remember, though. Didn't. Is the bass, like, out of tune? Is it supposed to sound bad? I'm going with that. Let's die anywhere, but just not here. Okay, I'm doing better at this than I did at Space Dragon. Kinda good that I warmed up at that. It would be kind of miserable if... I mean, I assumed the game would be fine advancing. Recent Volcano High. I mean, I don't think Volcano High was bad. It's just like, it's got a very much a targeted audience, and a lot of us aren't in that audience, and that's fine. Let them have their juice. That was pretty much perfect. Wow. Yeah. All in a day's work? Holy crap. That was hard to do. You'll get back in practice. I hope. Jeez. My wrist hurts. That was great, man. Like, just seeing you back. Playing your old horrible bass. Okay, are we doing this diner thing? Yeah! Woo! Yeah. Hip, hip. Hell yeah. Did you miss pizza, May? They have pizza at school. Oh, cool. Ah! Don't leave the crust. Eat the crust. The crust is good. This pizza isn't great. It's pretty horrible. Dudes, haven't you heard of the pizza scale? Screw it. Pizza good. That's basically the pizza scale. He's explained it to me several times. That's about it. Pizza good. Yeah, even bad pizza, you can get some enjoyment out of it. I mean, it's no possibilities. I missed possibilities. I'm not touching those crusts. Same. We should have gone to possibilities. The diner has ambiance. The seats are comfy. The food is terrible, but it's got charm. You too fancy for the diner now? Guys, please. I was raised in this diner. You and like a zillion rats. Yeah, that's why she likes it, because cat. So when are we gonna play when are we gonna play out? Play out? Like play a show? May, we don't play out. Oh. We have jobs, May. I work at the video outpost, too. I'm at the old pickaxe. I thought you were going to school? Heh. Yeah, well, life happens. I'm Lord of the Snack Falcons. Where is Casey? Yeah, you wouldn't know, huh? Casey's gone. Gone? Gone how? Hopped a train, I bet. Okay, not dead. Okay, that's what I thought they were leading into. Oh, wow. He always talked about doing that. Yeah, one day it was just gone. Made a clean break. Hasn't emailed or anything. Well, good for him, I guess. His parents put up missing person posters, but everyone knew what happened. Geez, Casey. Huh. Mm-hmm. And what exactly do you do, May? I was in college? I'm Ron Burgundy? And why exactly are you not still there? And screw school. Stunning. Alright, well, on that scintillating note, that's a little bit of a taste of Night in the Woods, but this is Shuffle Saturday, where we play a different game every 30 minutes. If you're just coming in, apologies for the cursed beginning with everything breaking left and right. What we do here is I'm going to roll a random game from around 1,600 different games that I have in here, and we'll play that for the next 30 minutes. If you don't like what comes up, let me know with an exclamation mark veto, and I will play something else instead. Next up shall be Dial Town Phone Dating Sim. I did a playthrough of that a while back, so yeah, you know what? Screw it. Let chaos reign. I will burn my second veto to avoid that. And this is probably going to be a Barbie game on Game Boy or something. If so, I hope for Secret Agent Barbie. Next, instead, shall be Chad in Charge. Yes, indeed. Next shall be Blind Men. This was the gay spy visual novel, I think. We played this a long time ago. I will start to get that fired up. If you'd rather we go for something else, let me know with an exclamation mark veto. Otherwise, I should have that up in soon. I wonder if this will also mute the VOD, like the last one did. A whole 13 followers on Twitch. That's how you know it's good. Let's see. I'm assuming I have to window capture this bad boy. Yep, I do. Oh, okay. We have sound already. Great. Let me just fix the size a little bit here. And we will get going. Why is the chat so... Sorry, having to adjust things. Set it to like... You know, one thing that's nice about Shuffle Machine, I don't have to make a lot of little adjustments on the fly like I do with Shuffle Saturday. Because, you know, it's all automated, but then, you know, there's the curse of it being Shuffle Machine. So, 30 minutes on the clock. Let's play some Blind Men. I'll be continuing that. I believe... Yeah, I've got a... Wow, it was June. So I think it was like a year ago. I believe I was like stealing a diamond or something. Finally, I noticed that the henchman is out of place, standing at the end of a row rather than his place next to Schultz. He seems to be arguing with someone. I step down from the stage to get a better look, and I recognize the other person as the man from the lobby. What are you doing? Sit down! I'm going to the bathroom, unless you want me to get sick all over the floor. He stands up and takes a few steps forward. Actually, it's more of an awkward stumbling. He looks really drunk. Hey, I said you weren't going anywhere. The henchman grabs his arm to stop him. Suddenly, the man turns around and punches him square on the nose, knocking him out cold in the process. Oh, my henchmen suck. Great. Stepping around the henchman's unconscious body, he puts a hand inside his jacket and takes out a gun. At first, I'm amused by the idea of getting shot by an overeager drunk, but he manages to point it right at me just fine. Yeah, it was a ruse. This guy's a spy. Come on. Agent Hunter, Global, you're all under arrest. Shit. People begin to turn to look at him, whispering to each other until the crowd's attention is divided between the two of us. Meanwhile, none of the other henchmen move, unsure of what to do. The only security on site was supposed to be the museum's guards, and some of the local police stationed outside. There was nothing to make us think that an agent of Global would be here, let alone armed. The henchmen could deal with them through sheer numbers alone, but I need them to keep control of the crowd. If everyone begins to panic, it's not going to be good for any of us. I decide to try and bluff, so I shrug and laugh it off. Nice try, but you wouldn't risk a shootout in a room full of civilians, or for me to blow this place sky high. I pick up the control and put my index finger on the big red button in the middle of it. See this? My men have put bombs all around the museum. One false move and I'll push it. With you still inside? No, I don't think so. As for your henchmen, my aim is pretty good, and something tells me none of them want to be the one that gets their boss shot. Guess we'll have to see who's faster. Get him! The henchmen are getting ready to fire when I'm blinded by a flash of white light. Out of instinct, I drop the control and raise my arm to cover my good eye, but the movement makes me lose my balance and I end up falling back. Why would you drop the control, you idiot? Grenade! Everybody get down! Hold your fire! My vision is blurry, so much that I barely see the second flash of light when it goes off. I hear the people begin to scream, but the noise sounds distant, as if I was in another room altogether. It's not much of a relief, but at least that means they were flash grenades rather than fragmentation ones. It takes a couple of seconds for my eyesight to come back completely, but a couple more for me to regain enough strength to be able to stand up. I look around. Half of the henchmen are on the floor, covering their ears in pain. The other half still looks too confused to do anything. Useless henchmen. We're cutting your pay. Upon realizing that no one is blocking their way anymore, the people in the seats begin to run towards the exits in panic, pushing each other and screaming. Shit. By the time the henchmen try to regain control of the situation, the whole room has descended into chaos. In front of me, Agent Hunter points his gun in my direction and begins to approach. Or at least he's trying to. His hand is shaking so much that it's obvious he's just as disoriented as I am. I frown. If it wasn't him, then who? He looks at me, then at the floor, and stops. I look down as well and realize why. It's the control! He hurls himself forward and grabs it. I take the opportunity to kick the gun out of his other hand, but he holds onto my leg and pulls me down with him. Oh. We both end up on the floor, trying to wrestle the control out of each other's hands. While Agent Hunter may be stronger, right now I'm the one in better condition. So I manage to hold my own against him, assert dominance, top him. I mean, what? Who said that? We keep rolling around on the floor until I manage to flip him over and pin him down. Hell yeah. Has anyone ever told you that this is your best angle? Shut up and give it back. As we continue to struggle for the control, I notice someone get on the stage out of the corner of my eye. I turn my head to see the blonde man from the lobby walk up to the diamond's case and lift it up. It's a brief distraction, but it's enough to give Hunter the upper hand he needs to push me off him. When I fall back, the control is sent flying into the air. Hunter and I stare at it as it lands right on the detonator. Well, shit. Of course, nothing happens. It's a decoy, isn't it? Hunter shakes his head in disbelief, wiping a bead of sweat from his brow with the back of his hand. But instead of looking angry, he seems rather amused by the whole situation. Having decided that his immediate business with me is done, he runs past me and onto the stage to catch up with the other man. They begin fighting over the diamond right away, trying to keep the other from getting a proper hold on it. They're pretty evenly matched at first, but the longer the fight lasts, the more Hunter struggles to keep up. Whoever the Russian is, it's clear that he's not just a random guest or some opportunistic thief. It will be an easy mission, they said. No one cares about that old rock anymore, they said. What does the KGB even want with it? Don't you commies dislike anything that may be worth more than a ruble? Be quiet. The diamond is property of the Soviet government. I've come to take it back. Global and the KGB, I knew there was something odd about those two. I feel someone pull my arm, and I finally turn to see that the henchman has finally regained consciousness. His nose is bleeding from Hunter's punch, and he has a split lip. He's pretty lucky that he didn't get trampled by people on their way out. Boss, we should leave. By now the room is almost empty, and the only ones left here besides the four of us are the rest of the henchmen. At least they have enough common sense to not try to pick up their guns again. With how bad they look, I wouldn't trust any of them with one. I shake my head. Like hell we are, I'm not going back empty-handed. Get everyone out of here and meet me by the vehicle. I'll take care of this myself. He gives me a hesitant look. When he doesn't move, I snap my fingers to get him to hurry. What are you waiting for? Go! He still doesn't look too convinced, but he doesn't say anything. He nods and goes to pass on my instructions to the rest of the henchmen. I walk back to the stage, where the Russian managed to open the case's lock while also keeping Hunter away from it. There's no way I can take them out both on my own and get away with the diamond. But if I wait for one to deal with the other, and I corner whoever gets it on the way to the exit, I may have a chance. Yeah, let your enemies fight each other. They both reach out to grab the diamond at the same time, and then their hands touch. But instead they knock it over and it rolls all the way behind the curtain. The Russian pushes Hunter out of the way and goes after it, with Hunter following a second later. I lose them from sight for about a minute, my view obscured by the curtain. Finally, a hand pulls the curtain aside. It's... The Russian has a more distinct voice. The Russian pulls aside the curtain with one swift move of his arm, holding the diamond in his free hand as he walks out from behind it. I hurry to the exit, putting myself between him and the lobby. He stares at me with a mixture of incredulity and annoyance, as if my presence hadn't been something worth noting until this very moment. He puts the diamond inside his jacket and rolls back his shoulders. I have no business with you. I'm only here for the diamond. Though luck. I think you meant tough luck, Dev. Though luck, because I came for it too, and I got here first. If you don't move right now, I will move you. The tone of his voice makes me hesitate, but I stand my ground. He takes a step closer, but before he can make good on his threat, we're interrupted by a crunching noise. What was that? He stops, and we both look up. By God, it's Agent Hunter with a steel chair. Cracks are beginning to appear in the building, with dust and debris slowly falling around us as they separate from the ceiling. There's another sound, and this time it's one we both recognize. It's a bomb going off through a very high-quality sound effect. It's closer and louder than the last one, and I immediately know that I need to make a decision. I either stay and try to get the diamond, or I get out of here. I'm getting out of here. The situation keeps getting worse, and the more I think about it, the less I think staying behind on my own was a good idea. As I consider my options, a big piece of concrete comes loose from the ceiling, right where the Russian is standing. Instead of moving, he stays in place and raises his arm, blocking the falling concrete with it. I let out a gasp, expecting that to be the end of the Russian. But as soon as it hits him, the concrete block splits in half. Okay. Alright, great. We're in silly Metal Gear Solid anime rules land. What the... How the hell did he do that? The Russian takes a moment to react. Once he does, we both rush inside as quickly as we can, practically pushing each other through the door. It slams shut behind us, and we stagger forward as the building shakes violently. I get to the beginning of the first row of chairs before I trip, falling to the ground. The Russian passes me by without a single worry for my situation, and I'm left on the floor, covering my head with my hands in case something else falls from the ceiling. Fortunately, that doesn't happen. After a few seconds, it's all over, and I get up as carefully as I can, just in time to see the Russian walking over to the door, and suddenly punch it, getting me to almost jump from surprise. The door bends slightly, which is rather impressive in its own right, but not much happens other than that. Under any other circumstances, my mind would be racing with possibilities about the Russian, but for the moment I'm more focused on the door. Museum doors aren't usually that strong, so there must be something on the other side applying pressure to it. Probably a steel beam? In that case, we won't be able to leave the building through there anymore. We must become uneasy allies. I'm so deep in thought that I don't notice when he turns around, getting close enough to grab me by the neck of my shirt and slam me against the nearest wall. You'll have 10 seconds to explain what happened before I decide whether to kill you. I begin to wave my hands, trying to get him to understand that he's grabbing me too tightly for me to speak. I mean, I'd like that, but... I can't resist riffing on this, knowing that this is all about the boys. Don't mind me. He seems to realize this and loosen his grip slightly, just enough for me to actually get words out, but I still have trouble breathing. I can't explain if I can't breath! Then I suggest that you talk before you run out of air. I let out a strangled cough. Bombs were all decoys. I couldn't have set them off even if I wanted to. He lets me go and takes a steps back to give me some space. I fall down, barely managing to prop myself up by leaning against the wall. I take a moment to catch my breath, rubbing my neck as I stand up. And how do I know it wasn't one of your people? You threw the flashbangs, didn't you? It's your fault we're here in the first place. If you hadn't interrupted me, we'd all be home by now. If you'd had better intelligence, you wouldn't be here. Whoever got it for you did as much of a poor job as the American. Excuse me? Last time I checked, there were 2 of us trapped in here. Oh, that's right, I'm supposed to be a Brit. You must be a very poor agent if you got stuck in this situation despite having better intel than either of us. He crosses his arms, giving me a silent frown. I can't help getting a smug sense of satisfaction from it. I turn around and walk away, trying to remember what other ways of getting out there are. What is proofreading? They don't know. Why would you need proofreading when you're making a visual novel? My first idea is to try to climb the stage to get to the stage door, but I discard it as soon as I realize that there's too much rubble for me to go through. Even if I was more athletic, I don't trust my depth perception that much. I guess that my only other option is looking for one of the air vents. Finding an air vent is easier said than done, and between the busted lights and having to be careful in general, it takes me about an hour to make any real progress. Because the vent I end up finding is barely above ground level, at least I don't have to climb on anything. Since it's partially covered by a wooden panel, I need to remove it before I can tell whether I'll be able to use it to get out. But just when I try to take the cover off, I feel my hand tingle with the sensation of an electric current. Yes, an electrified wooden panel covering. Sure. I move it away as fast as I can, and I realize that there's a torn cable right next to the panel. Almost right away, the cable begins to let out sparks from its end. The cable had been right outside my field of vision until a moment ago, halfway covered by the panel. Fortunately, I'm no worse for the wear other than the surprise, and I let out a sigh of relief. Damn, that was close. If I hadn't reacted so fast, that would have been one very nasty burn. After that, I'm hesitant to try and keep going ahead by myself. I have no way to treat an injury, especially a bad one. Which means... I take a moment to consider whether working with a Russian is better than the possibility of electrocuting myself to death, and come to the conclusion that it is. If I'm lucky enough, he'll need me for something, and it will spare me the moment of embarrassment. I decide to use the opportunity to change out of my suit and into my uniform. It's about as dirty, but it's a lot more comfortable. Wouldn't want to change in front of the Russian, that's for sure. When I head back to the entrance, I see that the Russian is still trying to get the door to open, to no avail. Now he has both hands on one of the sides, trying to get his fingers in the small space between it and the wall to get a better grip. Better that door than me. He stops and turns around. He seems to be just as frustrated as I am, so I suppose there won't be a better time for this. Listen, I've got the blueprints of this place memorized, but I can't look around all by myself. I make a vague gesture toward the damaged side of my face. And it doesn't seem like you've gotten very far either. We should work together. He doesn't look too convinced. The other option is that we wait for my men to figure out where we are, and I have to clean up your blood from my brand new diamond. Unless you're confident that you can get out yourself, or that someone is going to get you before my henchmen get here. It's a bluff. I'm pretty sure the henchmen noticed I didn't make it out the moment I didn't meet them like I said I would, but if there's no easy way out, there's no easy way in. Besides, it's a matter of time before the police show up, and if the other man really was an agent from Global, they'll be here too. The Russian looks at the stage, then back at me. Even from this distance, it's easy to tell that it's not a place to just wander around aimlessly. Very well, but if you try anything... I look away and adjust the neck of my shirt. Yes, I know, one needless display of violence per day is enough. From now on, every time you look at me like this, I'll just assume you're picturing yourself choking me. All right? His lips quirk up slightly, as if he is trying to fight back a smile. It's just mildly insulting. If we're going to be working together, I think I need something else to call you besides the Russian. He doesn't answer. It's not like I was expecting him to tell me his real name, but an alias would have been enough. Or not. Suit yourself. Maybe it's better to keep it this way. I heard that once you name them, you can't get rid of them. That earns me a smile. You can call me Sergey. And apparently it's also enough to get a name. Very well, Sergey. I'm... Cyclops. Yes, I heard. And he's back to being rude. I'm a little surprised to hear that he was paying attention to what I was saying when I got on stage. Now, lead the way. Meanwhile, the American spy is just dead. He waits until I begin to walk to follow me, and I lead him back to the side of the stage where I was a moment before. Despite the fact that it's just as dark and full as rubble as before, Sergey's presence makes it easier. Ah, Keegan, you feel comforted by having a giant muscly Russian man around. Understandable. Mostly because I don't have to worry about tripping over anything. Yes, that's definitely what it is, Keegan. Convince yourself of this. He's clearly annoyed with having to keep an eye out for me, and doesn't so much as warn me as push me out of harm's way, but he does a fine enough job. Here it is. The additional air vent should be somewhere on this wall behind the fake wooden panel. I need you to knock on the wall until you find one that sounds hollow, then remove it. Is that what you were doing? He gives me a look of slight incredulity, as if he was expecting me to give him a series of really complicated instructions or a long explanation. The implication is not lost on me, and I frown in return. Manual labor is a lot harder when you poor depth perception. Besides, I did find an air vent, but it had live wires next to it, so it was useless either way. Stop looking at me like that and get to work already. I stand aside as Sergei begins to run his hands over the wall, starting at the top of his height and then knocking on it as he goes down. As he continues to examine the wall, I can't help but notice the way his sleeves keep creeping up his arms with every other movement. And it's not just because he has nice arms either. There's something odd about them. I'm not an expert in anatomy, but I know enough to notice that the way his muscles move don't quite correspond to what he's doing. Cyborg arms? No matter how strong they are, normal people don't use their arms to block falling concrete. He held me against the wall so effortlessly, too. Keegan, you're smiling. He isn't some ordinary agent, I just know it. I could easily ignore it, since it's not directly related to our situation, but human modification of any kind requires pretty high-end technology. It's not the first thing that comes to my mind when I think of the Soviet Union. My curiosity won't let me be until I get some sort of information out of him. Considering that he almost couldn't be bothered to give me a name, the chances that he tells me something about him just because I ask are slim. I have an idea that doesn't require his cooperation, but the downside is that if for some reason I'm wrong, he's going to be really pissed. Really, really pissed. Take a chance, throw a rock at him just to see him catch it. Here goes nothing. I pick up a rock from the floor next to me, squeezing it slightly to make sure it's solid enough, and I throw it at him with all my strength. Sergei turns around, catching the rock with his right hand before it has the chance to hit him. While his reaction time and reflexes are well above average, that isn't what impresses me. No, what gets my attention is the way his fingers are digging into the rock. He's practically crushing it with his bare hands from the anger alone. And when he drops it, his shoulder twists just right for me to be sure. I knew it. First the concrete block, then the door, and now the rock. Your arm, your other shoulder, and the upper part of your spine, too. They're not just muscle and bone. The KGB did something to you, didn't they? As soon as I'm done speaking, his expression goes from anger to shock for a moment, before he forces himself to go back to a more neutral expression. He can do that all he wants, but what I saw tells me everything I need to know. I don't know what you're talking about. You can deny it all if you wish, but I'm pretty sure of it. Almost certain, even. I'm asking because I want to know more about it. I'd heard of the experiments, but I thought there was never much reason to believe there were more than rumors. Apparently, having decided that there's no point in trying to lie to me, his expression softens. At least I'd like to think that it's because of that, and not because he doesn't expect us to make it out of here alive. They are specially designed prosthetics. Soviet science is the most advanced in the world. Shouldn't surprise you that it's capable of such things. Really, because what I heard is that most of the work was done by German scientists. Like I said, poor intelligence work. Sergei picks up the rock again and throws it at me, barely missing me as it hits the ground and shatters at my feet. That effectively ends the conversation, and he goes back to working on the wall. It takes Sergei a couple more minutes to finally find the correct panel. It's a little higher than the one I found, but it's not unreachable. He raises his arms, putting a foot against the wall while he grabs the other side of the vent with his hands, but no matter how hard he pulls, the vent doesn't give in. It's no use. The screws are partially melted. They won't come out. Do you think there could be a fire on the other side? The metal is not hot, so it's not likely. I think for a moment. I've got an idea, but something tells me you are not going to like it. He frowns slightly, but since he doesn't say anything, I decide to continue. I think your arm... His frown gets worse. It's basically a scowl. Wait until I'm finished, alright? As I was saying, your arm may be strong enough to break a chip off the diamond. I could use the piece to amplify the potency of my watch. That way, the laser in it would be able to cut through the air vent, and we could remove it without causing damage to the wall itself. And even if the way out also turns out to be blocked, it would also make the watch's radio signal stronger, and I could call my henchman. But there's a good chance that your arm will stop working. You keep fiddling with it. Now that I know it's not your actual arm, I can tell that something's damaged it. My guess would be the concrete block. Sergei has one arm folded over his chest, and as I speak, he keeps absent-mindedly rubbing his fingers over the opposing forearm. I feel that. Like, I don't have robot arms, but with the random storm system that's come into Denver, like, my joints that are bad have had all kinds of old man problems today. Basically one of my arms has been borderline useless all day. It's fun getting old. He looks down and, realizing what I mean, straightens immediately. Depending on how it's connected to your body, further damage to it could be, well, since your fine motor skills obviously work well, my guess is that your arm is directly connected to your nervous system. Worst case scenario, you'll pass out from the pain. Even if everything goes perfectly, that would leave you pretty much unable to do anything with it. And what guarantee do I have that you won't take advantage of it and leave me here? None. Or that you won't just run off with the diamond. I shrug, trying to pass it off like an unimportant detail. It's not like I was planning to do it, but put like that, it sounds exactly like the kind of thing that a supervillain would do. None. You're going to have to trust me. We already agreed to work together, just needs a little bit of more trust. You're a scientist, aren't you? You could also repair my arm. Are you sure? I wouldn't want to mess up some of that incredibly advanced Soviet science. Well, I heard that German scientists did most of the work. But if it's beyond your abilities, you just need to say so. You know what? I think we're kind of building a rapport with this guy. I think I might have him on side if I work with him a little more. I know he's just egging me on, but even if he wasn't, it's not like I can just force him to cooperate. I gesture at him to come closer, then point at the floor in front of me. Come here and I'll show you what my abilities are. Sit down and hold your arm toward me. He takes a seat in front of me, crossing his legs so he can rest his arm on top of his knee. I take a quick look around, looking for something that I can use to work. Find a piece of metal that looks sharp enough to work. And after I pick it up, I go back to where I was and sit down as well. Just starting a prediction here. Sergei rolls up his sleeve, and I carefully touch his arm. Is this your skin, or is it synthetic? Synthetic. Good. That means no blood or risk of infection. First, I need to figure out what I can cut, then I'll make an incision to... Stop talking and just do it. Well, excuse me for assuming that you want to know what the man sticking a piece of metal in you is going to do. I move my hand to his elbow, pressing down with my fingers until I can feel the metal underneath. I keep running my fingers up and down his arm, trying to pinpoint exactly where his arm ends and the prosthesis begins. I knew my best to remain focused, but I can't help noticing how well built he is. Mere thought makes my face grow hot. When I have a good enough idea of where I need to cut, I use my other hand as a marker so I don't lose the spot. It will be easier if you tense up. I'll cut at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. I take the piece of metal and shove it in his arm as hard as I can. It doesn't cut so much as it pushes apart, the upper layer of material peeling back to reveal the metal and wire underneath. Sergei closes his eyes and takes a deep breath, but he doesn't even flinch. I can't help but let out a gasp. Okay. I was expecting it to be a little more... Slow zoom out. No wonder the Americans are losing sleep. This is amazing. The way his arm is constructed is, simply put, impressive. It's powered by a hydraulic system made up of an intricate arrangement of intertwined cables and valves. A great amount of care must have gone into the design. All the materials fit the shape of the arm almost perfectly, making it almost indistinguishable from a real one at first glance when covered. I used my fingers to probe a little farther and realized that one of the tubes is a small rip, with blue liquid slowly dripping from it into the inside of the arm. But when I try to hold it closed so I can begin working, I trigger some sort of reflex and he rolls back his shoulder, pricking my finger with one of the wires. Damn! With my hand covered in the blue liquid, it's hard to see whether I'm bleeding, but it doesn't look like it. And I bet it's going to keep happening. He's not even looking at me. I can still tell he's just how focused he is on what I'm doing. He's too tense. Perhaps if he had something to distract himself with. I wipe my hand on my jacket before putting it back in. What's life in the Soviet Union like? He opens his eyes, frowning slightly as he looks at me. So you can tell me how bad it is? You're still upset about what I said about your arm? Come on. And I just told you how impressive I find it. Listen, as far as I'm concerned, the Americans are just as bad as you. I promise I'm genuinely interested. Most of what we get to hear over here comes either from the government or dissidents. Neither of which are known for being reliable sources of information, you can imagine. Everyone gets what they need. We live well. I heard that you use ration cards for a lot of things. Not anymore. We have shops just like you do. Our internal industry is simply regulated differently in order to better distribute wealth. He then begins to explain the intricacies of the communist economic system. I don't particularly care about it, but it works fine enough as a distraction. I get my fingers much further than last time, and when I press to close the leak, he doesn't move at all. Based circuit. And that's why it's a fairer system than capitalism. I look at him, pretending that I didn't stop paying attention halfway through. If he cares or notices, he doesn't say so. However, that does bring a question to my mind. Is that why you decided to join the KGB? My mother used to belong to the commissariat. She taught me that there's no great honor than to serve one's homeland. No, do you mean no greater honor? Come on, that's what everyone that works in espionage says. It's a nice propaganda piece, but it's not a reason. Many other people serve their country just fine, and their jobs don't involve poisoning dissenters. Was it because you get to travel outside the country? Or do you enjoy spy work? I won't judge you if you say that you do it because you like shooting people. His expression sours so much so quickly that I have to fight back the instinct to move away out of fear that he might hit me. But then, after my father died, it became my responsibility to look after my family. And I wanted to make my mother happy. If there's something I can sympathize with, it's making choices for the sake of family. It's all about family. Family. But this is Shuffle Saturday, where we play a different game every 30 minutes. It's a bit more of Blind Men, a game I had not expected to come back to, but, you know, despite the typos, I think it's got a little bit of promise to it. But we must be moving along. If you're just coming in, we're moving away from that game and gonna roll a different game out of a pool of around 1,600 different games to play a random one for the next 30 minutes. Roll first or take break first, because that was a lot of reading over 2 games and alcohol because everything has been breaking and going wrong tonight. I'll roll first in case I need to download something. So next up after the break will be... Alright, no download required. The Lost Vikings for the SNES. So I should be back in just a minute or two. So get up, stretch your legs, and I'll be back shortly, and we'll have some good old-fashioned Lost Vikings action, where I'm probably going to be completely useless at all the puzzles, because bad at puzzles, but it's old Blizzard, so it will look great. Okay, I return. Ooh, boy, why is that gift so broken? Okay. Won't be using that one again, I guess. Whoops. I am hoping that gift was not quite as chunky as it looked on my stream preview, and it didn't look like complete dog shit. Right, the Lost Vikings. Let me get that fired up here. If you'd rather we go for something else, let me know with a veto. Otherwise, I should have that up in soon. Let's see, we can go over here for this, and... I'm trying to remember. I think I've played Lost Vikings before, but I'm not sure. I think I might have played Lost Vikings 2 of all things? That could be a thing. Oh, right. I need to adjust it for the... The Lost Vikings. 30 minutes on the clock. Let's play. It was never a game I played as a youngin'. My name is Eric the Swift. I can run like the wind and leap tall huts in a single bound. It is time for me, Balog, and Olaf to go hunting. Have a nice day, honey. I am Olaf the Stout. I can block anything with my shield. His wife didn't wish him to have a good day. I'm Balog the Fierce. I'm the toughest Viking in the land. No one can defeat me. Renting out on a hotel TV. Man, remember when they did that? Oh, so I have bow and sword. Nice. Yeah, I think it was The Lost Vikings 2 that I played. And this is all just like an auto-scroller too. Like, they're just showing me, like, this is how it works. Which is interesting. Also, look at my man Balog's chin. That's one hell of a chin. Okay, and then Eric needs to get the... Yep, I get it. Oh, wait. Did it put me to the demo instead of... Guys? I have a bad feeling about this. Nope, I think I just accidentally skipped the cutscene. Yep, I totally just skipped the cutscene. Okay, aliens, somehow. So I have sword and bow. Okay. You can get hints if you stand next to these buttons and press A. Okay. All of us must reach the exit to escape. Okay, that doesn't really do anything for me, though. Wait, can Balog, like... Oh, yeah. Okay. That's no big deal, then. Can I defeat the turret with bow and arrow? Nope. Totally can't. Okay. Fine. Just gotta time this, then. Okay. What are we doing here? I don't know. Will you guys just shut up and follow me? Password. Great. Select an item, press select exit. Okay. X's item. Got it. Well, wait, I probably shouldn't lead with Eric. Let me lead with Olaf. Because he got the thickness. He runs into any danger, he can just block it. Okay, let me get Swordman up here then. Oh, is that friend? Not for murdering? You look awfully happy. What are you?
I am the Aftek. Are you the janitor?
What's a janitor? And how do I get out of here?
You must destroy the ship's computer.
This is not a ship. And what is a computer?
Never mind, you must find bombs to blow it up.
Okay. Alright, we lead with Chungus. Ah. And we need to try our bombs, Fox. Let me just... Ah, and now that we have obtained power of murder, perhaps I can have Eric do a bit of a scout. He seems to be the only one that can, like... Actually, oops. Well, that's bad. I'm gonna assume I'm screwed at this point now. I did not think that would be immediate instant death. So, that sucks. Okay. Bombs obtained. But maybe if I stand on the elevator and move up or down, okay. Can your shield block laser? Nope. Shield cannot block laser. Okay, I'm probably just dead then. I was thinking that would be maybe the solution here. Okay, like the Fierce is a stud, he can use his arrows to toggle switches. Okay. That is making a little more sense, okay. It's just a shame that everybody died. Anyway, trying bombs. And now the power is off. You will only survive if you work as a team. Well, about working as a team. That, what if there was just one particularly handsome man with a sword and a bow? But who had full health? Clearly, I would be more than a match for what is to come, right? Right? Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, so that gets me up here. Thank you for that voice redeem. If nothing else, this lets me... Just sprinted through... Yep, okay, this is where I die. Go, go, go! Nope. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine. We're not fine. We're not fine. Okay. Heh. Funeral pyre boat. 3 sets of orphans. Yes, let's try again. Yeah, close. I just... Oh well, it's fine. Just need to play a little more careful. So, trigger the thing here. I guess I don't... I mean, maybe I need to learn about bombs before I can... Probably not, but like, eh. It's also a little lame that the lasers are instant death. Because, like, I had no way to learn that beforehand, but it's whatever. Not a super long stage, so I don't lose that much on time by going back. Let's see, there are bombs up here, I believe. Who do I want to be the bomb carrier? I feel like probably Run Man. Because why not? Also, hasn't been a whole lot of use for him yet, I've been noticing. It's mostly been all about the shield and the bow. But I'm sure that'll change eventually. See, can I just stack all of them up? Hey, Silvar, how goes? The start of this shuffle has been extraordinarily cursed, so I'm hoping the rest just goes off without a hitch. Fingers crossed. Had OBS crash on me for absolutely no reason, which was just an absolute delight. How you doing? How's your Saturday? Runman does swimming. Okay. Good luck, trying. Hopefully. We'll see. Alright, so now I can go down here. And... can you use the... yeah, you can, like, hang glide with your shield. Better now because Vim time. Hell yeah! Come on, lift his fat ass into the air. Maybe that... could be. That's the only one I know. Okay, we need Baylog. Baylog, Olaf, and Eric, right? I was saying before that I've had an extraordinarily lazy Saturday before starting stream. I was gonna get things done, but then it was cold out and, like, kind of rainy and sleeting. And, well, the storm system has been making my one shoulder act up, so I have basically 1.5 usable arms today. So, you know, that's fun. That's great. That's what you want, right? Okay, let me get the bros on the ladder. And now we move Chungus down. Oop. That's fine. That's fine. He's still alive. He's still up. Just gotta get the boys through. Okay, and then same sign down here. Decided to use... or... wait, is Assassin's Creed Activision? Assassin's Creed is Ubisoft, isn't it? But yeah, if that was a thing that was going to happen, I would agree that probably would have been smarter to do the Viking Assassin's Creed. Not that I'm a big fan of Assassin's Creed, mind you, but... would have been an interesting timeline if true. Oh, okay, so I just was given an extra bomb. Cool. Stick close to me. I will lead the way.
You wouldn't know which way to lead if you had a map.
You two don't stop fighting. I'm going to have to brain you both. Password teleport! As always, lead with Chungus, because he's the safest. Okay, we're finally gonna have Eric be doing something. Oh. Fall damage, it's a thing. Why while running? Do I have to, like, double tap or something? There was a lot of MVA. I basically had 2 visual novels before this. Do I have... what am I doing wrong? Game? By pressing... oh, pressing? Oh, okay. Press, not hold. My mistake. Oh, that's neat. I can switch even while elevators and things are moving. I might need that later. Ah, okay. Trigger it with bow. But yes, between the weather, MASH streaming, and shoulder feeling like shit, I have not gotten a whole lot done. Ran some laundry and that's been about it. Teleporter! We need a key. Off the stout, can you... Right. Hang glide. Key get. You're probably just going to tell me to use the teleporter back up, so I don't need you. Perfect. Classic collection. Oh, okay. It's nice that there's some kind of a nod. At least something. You know, it's nice when, yeah, exactly. I'm here now. Just that intended to be productive before a stream as well. But it's fine. It's always nice when there's at least some kind of recognition of a franchise that's just, like, been dead for so long, like, you know. I mean, I'm a Skies of Arcadia fan. You give us literally any crumbs and I'm like, yes, God, please, thank you, more! Legend of the what now? Yeah. Legend of drag? I don't know if we can do that in today's political environment. Come on, Sony. You know that's not what we mean. But, I don't know. I don't know that a new Legend of Dragoon would be any good. Like, I've kind of accepted the old RPGs that I've always wanted follow-ups to in some form are just probably better off not getting a follow-up. Like, you know, Skies of Arcadia, Legend of Dragoon, like, it's so far removed from when they were originally... Oh, shit! Crash Trilogy, some precedent. Oh, that's true, that's true. Action RPG reboots. I guess that is the thing to do now. I hate it, but that is the thing to do, apparently. Oh, shit. Well. Yes, give up. I need to restart. I wish I could like action RPG reboots more, like... I do like some action RPGs. Like, the Tales of games, when they're good, they're great. But, like, I don't know. By and large, it's... Like, even the Tales of series, like, when I tried playing, God, what's the name of the new one that I hate? Tales of Arise. Just, like, it felt like it was trying to be, like, Tales taking on, like, Dark Souls or something? Like, they... Well, not like that, but I don't know. It was just weird. They'd really emphasized the action part of it, and every goddamn enemy was just a damage sponge. It was so annoying. The ones that I can get into, I can stick with them for a while, but it takes kind of a rare breed. I don't think I've played one in a while, though, so one hasn't really grabbed my fancy for a bit here. Ah, right, we need to get the bros. Every genre switches. Yeah, which is why, like, every time I hear anything new about Dragon Quest XII, I'm like, don't make it a fucking action RPG. Don't make it a fucking action RPG. But there's one game series I can trust to not change up its core gameplay too much. It's Dragon Quest. That's true. Fallout pulled it off pretty well. Like, I haven't played that much of the old Fallouts, but yeah, Fallout 3 and New Vegas were good, and I don't acknowledge that there were any Fallout games past that. Yeah, you and me both, Silvar. Absolutely. I am unapologetically a boomer about Dragon Quest games, and that's fine. Because I'm there for the Dragon Quest because I like my tradition, damn it. Works fine as it is. Don't go fixing what ain't broke, etc. Okay, let me just give him the old... Okay, that's fine. Take a little... Okay, get Chungus up front. Keep everybody safe. Ah, okay. We need Bowman. And I guess, like... I don't know, I kind of miss the days of ATB in, like, Final Fantasy. Like, that kind of action RPG I mean, you can't really call that action RPG, I guess. And I've never tried, like, how 7 Remake does it, but that's tainted with Nomura, so I don't want anything to fucking do with it. When it's right, it's great. Exactly, anti-hero, exactly. So then what is this other item for? Is there something I can go back for to trigger it? It's probably doesn't matter. I haven't played a Dragon Quest that I haven't liked, though there are still some gaps in my Dragon Quest experience. I haven't played 5, I haven't played 6, I've only played about an hour of 7. Obviously I haven't played 10. Yeah, I'm very dubious of it, personally. If I bash one more wall right now, my head will explode.
I got dibs on his helmet.
Okay, but I get his boots. Great to have such good friends. ATV was good. And, like, you know, password grind. I've been watching my buddy Brian play through Final Fantasy X, like, blind on his stream, and you know what? That was good, too. Why didn't we get more Final Fantasies like that? The full-on turn-based, like, you know, Final Fantasy Tactics, pay attention to your turn, to, like, your delay and your turn order type thing. See, I never played 15 either. Partially just because of, like, I didn't have any of the systems it was for. Or, well, wait, did 15 get a PC release? I legit do not know. I assume so? I don't... If I float down into that laser, he will just die. Yes? Okay. Huh. Wonder why I never picked it up then. Oh, duh. Duh. I need to jump the gap. So much more fun watching her play OG FF7. I mean, there's the nostalgia there as well, which, is something. Most, if not all, the DLC. Okay. May have to give it a try sometime. I need to not take that elevator up, because then I will perish. Ah! Okay, I very much need to feed him the health fruit. Let's see, it tutorialized me on this, but I wasn't paying attention. Ah. There we go. Okay. Now we... Great. Okay. So now that I have the key, what does that let me do exactly? Erica's still the only one that can get down there safely. So nothing has changed there. I don't know why. 15 just, like, it didn't... Something about the, like, look of it just didn't seem super appealing to me in a way that I can't quite, like, explain. Do I have to just dodge this hoe? I mean, I guess that's not a terrific ask. Teleport! Oh, that's death. That's death. Okay, I need to not go up too far, but I need to... God damn it. FF6 Tactics Remake has a working day. Ooh, hell yeah! Okay, once more with feeling. This is the Eric show, apparently. Yeah, for the moment, for my off-stream gaming, I've been playing through Avernum 3. Finally, because, like, I mentioned to, I suggested to Madular he'd do a video on the Exile season, and I was like, man, I never really did give, like, the Avernum games the proper chance. Already lasered. Gameplay is... Oh, flat out ran out of time. That's a shame. Always awful when you can tell that it just, like, They just ran out of time that hard. Okay, so I just kind of have to run the gauntlet here. There's no really getting around it. No, no! Why are those insta-death? Why can't they just be, like, a damage? Come on. Always a shame when you can tell a game got rushed at the end, like... Yeah. I don't know, I can't think of any examples off the top of my head, but I'm sure if I just, like, took a quick look at... Or wait, could I... Yeah, okay. I'm a fucking idiot. I was making that way more complicated than it had to be. I was supposed to be going through that with all the boys. And I was like, nope, just have to solo run this. God damn it, me. See, Bravely Default's never one that I've played myself. Okay, so now I can have Balog go up and kill the thing up here. Eric, well, let it fire. Or not, because it's off screen, whatever. Okay, let me get all the boys on the teleporter, and then we trigger it. Obviously, Xenogears. Yeah, that's probably that's one of the biggest examples, Xenogears. Oh, they teleport one at a time. Okay. A little awkward, but alright. Okay, let me just have the man go through and... Oh, God! Oh, I thought if you weren't directly in the... Fuck. I thought if you weren't directly on the column, then it wouldn't levitate you. Yeah, Xenogears is a really good example. Beyond Good and Evil. There's another one. That's not an RPG, but you can tell they definitely ran out of time. Has there been any news on, like, that sequel that keeps getting the occasional teaser for it? Like, forever? I feel like it got a trailer and, like, people went nuts for it, and then there's been just, like, nothing substantive for years and years and years. Beyond Good and Evil 2. Because, like, the first Beyond Good and Evil was pretty sweet. I liked it quite a lot. Like, kind of... It had a little bit of a vibe of, like, baby's first Metal Gear, but you know what? It was cool. I liked it. But the sequel coming so long after the OG is probably not a great sign. And come to think of it, isn't it an Ubisoft property? They're probably gonna screw it up. I have no faith in Ubisoft. Which is probably a little unfair of me, but whatever. Okay, most important to get Balog up here so he can kill shit. Okay, I'm safe in here. Wait, are those... Would those be, like, equipment for... Ah, right. Shield Burrow. Surprised if it languished for several more years. Yeah, fair. It'll probably be one of those where, like, kind of like what happened with The World Ends With You, which was... I really enjoyed that game, but then, like, it just took so long for The World Ends With You Neo to come out that I forgot it happened, and I've never ended up picking it up. What do shoes do? Okay, I've used the shoes, I guess. Oh! Okay. Oh, they're like gravity boots. Oh. Oh. Wait. But then how do I get the boys through? Oh. God damn it, I was almost there. I was right there. Well, let me just see if that's the end of the stage. Yeah, I don't have Sword Boy anymore, so... Oh, they just let me run right past. We take those. Oh yeah, was never expecting a remake, but yeah, the out-and-out sequel, Neo. I was like, oh yeah, that's happening, I guess. Okay, yeah, and they just dumped me right back here. Ugh, brutal. World Ends With You was a good game, though. Liked it quite a lot. It was a mainstay of my DS for a long time back in the day. Though I feel like it just absolutely murdered my touchscreen because I had to do so much frantic swiping, depending on whatever badge I had equipped. And then I remembered it had a pretty good minigame, 10-Pin Slammer. Alright, but this is Shuffle Saturday, where we play a different game every 30 minutes. Bit of a taste of... why does it sound like that? Does that sound normal to you guys? Oh. What the fuck? Okay, whatever. This is Shuffle Saturday, where we play a different game every 30 minutes. Moving on from the Lost Vikings. And I failed to write down the password. I'm trying to be better about that. Oh well. No, just the like, selection song sounded weird in my headset for just a second, but then it sounded fine, and apparently didn't show up on the capture, so whatever. Alright, we're not questioning it. Moving on. Around 1,600 different games, I'll pull one, and we'll play it for the next half an hour. I forgot to set up the prediction, so I'll just do that for the next one. Up next, and if you don't like it, you can hit ! veto, and I'll pick a different game instead. Up next will be... Pyre! Okay, this is made by the Hades people. It's the weird basketball RPG game? I played it once on Shuffle long ago. I think we got through one of the basketball games, quote-unquote, and that was pretty much all. So, I will have to see how much I remember. Oh. Okay, very well. Silvar says veto, so we'll go for something else. Rather than Pyre, we shall go for... I know this is just what you wanted, Silvar. New Adventures of Mary-Kate and Ashley for the Game Boy Color. Alright, so we'll start getting that set up. Mary, Kate, and Ashley. 44 followers. That's more followers on Twitch than Blind Man. Look what you've done. Yes, the interchat conflict. We love it. We love it. Alright, let me start getting that pulled up then. I'm sure this will be... Okay, Underground Antihero decides to spare us from whatever hell that would have been. So very well. Let's switch back over to this screen, mark off another veto. If I can't have better, I'll accept so much worse. So you just wanted something different, is what you're saying. Instead of that, we will play Blaster Master Enemy Below for the Game Boy? I have no idea what this is. Blaster Master sounds vaguely familiar. Wasn't this... Yeah, I think Proton John did some YouTube videos on, like, the remakes of these games. But I know nothing about this iteration. I didn't know they had a Game Boy iteration. Okay, we start getting that pulled up. If you'd rather we go for something else, let me know with a veto. Otherwise, I should have that up in soon. Blaster Master, Blaster Master, Blaster Master. Enemy Below. Okay. Gotta set up the capture for these. Okay, we will have sound in a moment. 30 minutes on the clock. Let's play some Blaster Master Enemy Below. Enemy Below. New game. Okay? I have tank. And I must murder. Is that a thing I want? No, it's not. Oh! I have, like, kind of contra fire. Select weapon. I apparently don't have any weapon, so that's probably fine. Also, I'm glad my tank has hops. Ah, crap. Ooh, I probably want P. Don't clip that. It makes sense in context. Can I fire down? No, I am unable to fire down, which sucks. Alright, and then what is in here? Like, it feels like I should have 8-directional firing, but I don't quite, because Game Boy. Okay, made it work. There we go. A little extra power. Oh my god, seriously, I am shocked they let me jump this high in my tank Jeep. I've always kind of thought it would be neat to drive a Jeep. Never enough to, like, look into getting one, but, I don't know. It's a neat vehicle. I'm not very... Okay, health is a full heal. That makes sense. I'm very utilitarian in my choice of car. Like, I drive a Honda because I'm like, yeah, this probably won't break down. Maintaining a Jeep is not neat. Yeah, I could see that. My dad had a Jeep for a while, and yeah, it seemed like the maintenance was always bad every time it would need it. That is something I forgot about. Okay, at least they were kind enough to give me a full heal. No? Perhaps not. Oh, that's a mine. Okay. I keep hoping something will be a friend, but nothing is a friend down here. Luckily, I have a tank, will travel. Oh. Door must be locked, maybe? Also, this is very... I mean, I know it's the Game Boy Color, but, like... Something about this track seems very Pokemon. Oh! Oh! I can, like, get out. Okay. I assume I'll need to do... Wait, is that how I get into here? Yeah, it's got a very Pokemon sound. Like, not just because it's Game Boy sound chip. It has the vibe. I'm just glad at least someone agrees with me so I don't sound crazy. Damn it. Those mines are good. Also, am I even in an underground forest? Where the hell am I? It is unclear. Hehe. Also not sure if there is fall damage from my tank or not, but why take chances? Let's just avoid that mine, shall we? Dodge there. I feel like I keep adding games to the list of demo day. I feel bad, because my ambition for doing things for streaming just so far outstrips what I have time for right now. I keep hoping that work is gonna ease up, but sadly, it doth not. I am going to give you guys the bookshelf stream with Facecam. I haven't forgotten about that. Just keep not having a good day to do it. Like, for a while this week, I was pretty sure I was about to lose my job. Because I had one of those, cut corners on quality, nice. Because that's how you make a good product, right? Just save lots of money by cutting the quality. And then, it costs you less to build the thing, and then everyone hates your product because it's low quality. Wait. Yeah, I did one of those things where, like, my boss emailed me an example of my work and was like, hey, Vim, can you just explain to me how you came to this? And I'm like, oh yeah, because this. He's like, okay, can you highlight exactly where you saw that? And then he emailed me back, as you know, that is not, it is actually like this. And then the next day, there was like a company-wide like email updating the policy about the thing I'd been working on to like clarify, hey, don't mess this up like in the exact way I'd done. So like they didn't say that it was because of my fuck up, but like they didn't have to, you know? Like I knew that that's what caused it, and they knew that I knew, and I know that they know that I know. So it's been it was a little uncomfortable, and I wasn't sure how serious it was gonna be. Like, I feel like they also did something to try and, like, bait me into making the same mistake twice, and I dodged that, so maybe that saved me? I don't know. That could also be me being way too goddamn paranoid. That's probably me being way too goddamn paranoid, but I don't know. The boss man also, like, said I got like a random spot check on one of my work. Like that usually happens every week. I call it a spot check, but it's pretty predictable. And I passed it with flying colors on that one in particular. So I don't know. Maybe they're realizing I'm only a fuck up sometimes. And you know, I'll take being seen as partially incompetent. That's fine. So long as I'm competent enough for them to keep around. This room was completely useless. Great. Love that. Video game. Love that for you. Maybe there's a thing over here? Also kind of interesting, this... Have I been here before? I swear I've been here before. God, I feel like I'm losing my goddamn mind. Tank Metroidvania is cool, but it's still a Metroidvania, and I still don't have a fucking sense of direction, so... It's not a great combo. Like, Silvara, if you ever get to make me play Super Metroid for so long, I'm going to make you so angry by being bad at the game and just complaining the whole time, inevitably, because I won't have an idea what the hell to do. Well, it's more that, like, they tried to bait me into making the same mistake by, like, by having one of the managers, like, not one of the people who usually does it, one of the managers, which is what tipped me off in the first place, saying that, like, hey, this thing that you worked on has, basically been, like, reset. Like, I had requested access to it, and it was reset, so I could work on it. But then before I could, that client called in, and someone else took the call, and made the exact same mistake I did. So... Won't make me loud, I'll be laughing. Fair enough. Also, why? I am picking up so many H's. Why is it not giving me any credit for these? So, I don't know. It wasn't exactly that I passed it. It was more that, like, I didn't have the chance to make the same mistake, but that also helps because it, like, shows that it's not just me that messes it up, I guess. I don't know. Not a you problem, it's a we problem. True, yeah. I think that probably helped quite a bit. They're teaching it wrong. Yeah, there has been a lot of talk about, like, I had a long training period. Like, it was like, God, how long was it? It was like April to July, and there's been a lot of bitching from my manager about, like, yeah, the trainers they had teaching you guys stuff were terrible and didn't do a good job. And I'm like, great, cool, love that. And I mean, I could kind of tell that at the time, just from some of the ways that they, like, explained some of the things, but I was like, this is probably just me not being familiar with this. I'm working in a new industry, but It's fine. I'll let them just, like, give me death by PowerPoint as I slyly play Advance Wars on the Switch while they're explaining this thing I already understand. But no, it turns out that, yeah, they were actually not good. But oh well. I'm sure they've fired or demoted all the people who were bad in the training department. We'll never have that problem again. We will have that problem again. But ah well. It is what it is. Oh my god, I'm absolutely going in circles. My kingdom for a... I share health between... No, pilot and tank do have separate health. Okay. So presumably, even if tank dies, I can still run around just as the man. That's probably not the intent, but I could still do that. Yeah, that's pretty impressive. If they manage to make it good despite all that. My job had been set up to be remote, well, since COVID, you know, ever since, I don't know if you can call us post-COVID, but at least post-lockdown, they kept it work from home, because they were like, yeah, actually, we hate having multiple offices to have you miserable pricks come in and answer the phones. Just work from home, and I'm like, okay, sure. But, yeah, despite them being kind of set up for it and used to it, they didn't do a good job. I think part of it was, like, they kept mentioning that, like, my group of hires was pretty large, so I think they weren't used to managing that many people at once in, like, training classes, so there would be times where, like, you know, there would be, like, 20, 25 of us waiting on, like, truly one or two people who were having a technical problem. They were like, oh, well, you all need to do this thing, so I guess everyone just self-study. It would be like, alright, pull out the Switch. Like, I wish I'd had my Steam Deck at that time, but I was just coming off of being unemployed, so there was no goddamn way I could have afforded that. I mean, I probably could if I truly dipped into my savings, but I didn't want to in case, you know, the gig did not work out. Because I was just making whatever pennies Twitch flipped me, and that was it. Ah, fun and inspiring topics with Vimber today. I wonder, can I, like... Okay, I just tried to eject from the tank mid-air. I cannot Yoshi out of the tank. Because it feels like I'm supposed to get over there somehow. Shame. If I could have Yoshi'd out of the... Well, then again, if I could Yoshi out of the tank, I probably could screw myself. A shareholder stake. Yeah, I mean, there's always a fair bit of that. I thought this one would be different just because they had me in training for so long, but no, not so much. Like, I should be able to get in here, right? If I try to go in as man, there's nothing. Oh, you push down to enter doors. Of course. Sure, that makes sense. Oh, and I have a little grenade. Nice. Okay. Okay. Now we're cruising. I knew there was something I was doing wrong. Why would down be... Every game is, like, up to enter door from this era. They're like, oh, we're different. You have to push down. Yeah, this is pretty good for a Game Boy game. I know the remake, like, does a really good job of, like, kind of emulating a 16-bit or 8-bit style, but particularly with its cutscenes. But yeah, it's a pleasant surprise to see that they were as adept with the genuine article back in the day. Yes, exactly. Thank you, Antihero. That's good. I feel like I haven't really made a whole lot of work friends since we're all remote. Like, I think there's one guy... there's one guy from work that, like, he introduced himself and mentioned, like, being a gamer, and that, like, being his big thing, and I have not brought up to beyond the people that I had to disclose it to. that I do Twitch, but, like, I'm sure if I mentioned it to him, he'd be like, oh, when'd you stream? But, like, I don't know if I like the guy that much. I don't know. My coworkers seem fine. I just haven't had much of a chance to get to know him, except the one guy who was put on the team as me from our training group. He seems pretty cool. He, like, has a very dry sense of humor and, like, told a lot of stories about working at a... What the fuck is that? I don't seem to be able to hurt you. Okay, we're just running from you then. That would be amazing. Yeah, he's just, like, managed to hold himself back from, like, Bimbird, I can dox you at any time. Okay. Do I need to find, like, a gun up? Oh, there are 2 of you now. Good. I have gun upgrade. That would be funny, though, but very, very, very unlikely. Okay, thank God that health drops or so. Repu, be cool, be cool. Hey, you're still here. Did my gun upgrades go away because I took... My gun level went down because I took damage. Oh, I fucking hate that. That's garbage. Whatever, I got the key. I'm sure I need that for something. Still, I can't complain too hard. This is very good for a Game Boy Color game. Like, I see so much crap on the Game Boy Color, it's nice to see the system be utilized well on a game that comes up on Shuffle. This is pleasant. Though it makes me wish I had a better sense of direction, for sure. Nope, right. I knew there was nothing over there. I knew there was nothing over there, and I went anyway. It's fine. Ugh. At least it's not Mary-Kate and Ashley, true. Oh, you can kill those things. Okay, that should be a missile for the tank. Which I'm probably going to waste immediately, because I don't know what the controls for fire missile are. It's fine. I have the key. That wasn't the... Oh, right. Okay, I thought that was the exit. It's fine. I just need to get to the end. It's only the first area. I doubt they'd have multiple on-foot sections. Though granted, I don't know what the key opens. God, I really hate that taking damage powers down my gun. Hot place in hell for whoever came up with that. Like, oh yes, we should punish the player who's already struggling, but whatever. It's just a punishingly old school design philosophy. Like, more old school than even I'm used to, like... You know, I played some 8-bit, but I was a 16-bit baby. And truly came into my own as a gamer when we were in, like, PlayStation era. So, that's, like, what I default back to. Which is, I think, why Legend of Legaia has felt so cozy for me on Sundays. And I immediately lose my gun upgrade! Great. Love that. Oh well, it's fine. Just, it's not frustration at the game, it's frustration at myself for not having a better sense. Okay. So I have 10 H missile. Would hate Returnal. Isn't that, No, I'm thinking of Deathloop. What's Returnal? No idea what this key's for. Haven't really seen anything that looks locked. Like, maybe it powered up my jump a little bit? Does definitely feel better to be in the tank. Bullet hell shooter on the PS5. I mean, I can get down with some bullet hell. I'm not really good at them, but I have fun with bullet hell. Like, I played Zero Ranger on a shuffle one time. That was a lot of fun. Or are you just talking purely in terms of, like, it is not, it actively punishes you for, like, fucking up? Over-the-shoulder action roguelike? Yeah, that would be very much a different story. Oh yeah, that sounds vaguely familiar now that you mention that, Repu. That does sound right to me. But is it a bullet hell? Never played, so I don't know one way or the other. Over the shoulder bullet hell? That doesn't... What would that even look like? Over the shoulder bullet hell? I genuinely can't even picture that. Which has me somewhat curious, but like, I haven't bought a PlayStation since PS3. And that's probably not gonna change, so unless they put it out on PC, likely won't ever give it a try. Aha, and now I'm up here. Which does nothing for me. Great, moving along. Oh! Vines are bad! Oh. Like Mass Effect? I see. I mean, I like Mass Effect, but if it's more about the, it's more about the roguelike loop, then yeah, I could see that not clicking with me. Like, I like roguelikes, but not... I don't know, maybe. I would have to check some gameplay for sure. Jeez, didn't expect a bunch of crappy vines would kill my tank. Well, there we were. Back at the exact same place I died at, because I don't know which way is up. Please, someone fix my brain. Controversy from disallowing mud run saves to prevent save scumming? I mean, depending on the length of a run, that doesn't sound too bad. If runs are, like, quick enough, that sounds fine. But otherwise, if the runs are a little lengthy, yeah, that sounds kind of suspect. Because, like, it was nice. I mean, I feel like there was only ever once or twice where in, like, Hades, where I wanted to quit partway through a run and, like, come back to it later. I was always just, like, with the intent of, like, yes, I will finish one run and then, like, end once I get back to the House of Hades. So I can either start with dialogue or let's start with just, like, you know, choosing my upgrades and stuff for the... Just kind of like a mini fresh start for when I would pick the game back up, you know? Hades is a very good time. I kind of forgot to opt into the beta testing for Hades 2, but it's kind of like, I already know I'm going to play it when the full release is out, because I have that much trust in the devs, so I kind of don't want to play like an incomplete version, if that makes sense. I often have that attitude about early access. Like, if I know I'm going to like something already, either from I know the dev or series, or I play like a little bit of a demo or an early access, like I don't keep playing the early access versions as they come out. I'm like, okay, I've seen enough to know I'm good. Now I just wait until the full release. Like Baldur's Gate 3. I played some of like, I think like the first or second builds when they were in early access, and I was like, alright, I trust where Larian is going with this, because I like Baldur's Gate, I like Larian, so I wait until the full release. And it just sat in my Steam library until it came out in full, and then it did come out in full, and it was great. And I'm just very leery on early access in general. I don't think that was helped by, one of the first early access games I ever purchased was 7 Days to Die, which is somewhat infamous because it's been in quote-unquote early access for, like, over a decade or something. Something stupid like that. Where it's just like, oh yeah, you were just afraid to... And it had a fucking console release like 5 years ago too, but they're still saying, oh no, it's early access. It's like, come on. Just went gold? Maybe. I don't know. I haven't played the game in a very, very long time. Kinda surprised that's never come up on Shuffle. Because it should be entered in on the backloggery. I guess I haven't specifically checked, but... Then again, that's also just not really my kind of game. Like, it's survival crafting nonsense, and those games and me generally do not get along. Like, the only game like that I've ever stuck with for more than, like, 4 hours is Minecraft. Like, I tried Valheim, I tried... Well, 7 Days to Die, but I'm sure there's been 1 or 2 other examples like that I've tried, but I can't think of them for the life of me, but they just never grab me. Described as a bullet hell by the devs. Okay. Just over-the-shoulder bullet hell? That doesn't... That almost feels like a misapplied genre, to me. But, I don't know, maybe I'm too much of a... Wait, I already have the key? It kept that through death? Okay, that's surprisingly merciful. Yeah, I don't think I've played... I have no idea which build I played on. But it felt very like, okay, this is... alright. Combat seems bad. I don't give a shit about these bosses, I just kind of want to build shit. Yeah, it's extremely fair, particularly when it was like, oh, game over, here's your password. I was like, okay, we're starting over from the very beginning, but no. For some reason, they're like, no, we can be merciful in this case. If I don't start playing a little more carefully, I'm gonna die in here. Let me spam this head with bullets. Grenades get the job done faster. Do I have a limited number of those? I don't appear to. Time to just grenade everything. Why am I even bothering with my gun? It just gets powered down every time I get hit. Grenades for everybody. Let's see. I think up here there was something. No. Up there. Okay, my bad. Yeah, far more mercy than I expected from this game, and this game is neat, but it requires you to have, like, a functioning sense of direction sense in your brain, and I don't got that. I really, really don't. There's no map screen either, so I'm double fucked. So, neat, but not for me. And, like, in a way, those are almost kind of the more frustrating games on Shuffle sometimes, because it's like, I can tell if I was a different person, I would be really into this game. Does that make sense at all? Like, I can understand the appeal, but I cannot experience it. I feel like I'm not using the right words. Oh yeah, this would be great to, like, load up on an emulator on the Steam Deck. Hell yeah. And, like, I figured I would be tired of the, like, one song that they have, but, you know, it's a jam. No. I barely notice it anymore, but in a good way. But this is Shuffle Saturday, where we play a different game every 30 minutes. It's a bit... Why... Are you guys hearing that when I put the background noise back on? Like, does it sound weird for a second when I switch the music over? I don't know. Maybe I'm just losing my goddamn mind. Whatever. We're moving on from good old Blaster Master. If you're just coming in... Okay, maybe... I don't know. Maybe it's... I don't know what it is. Whatever. I'm gonna stop thinking about it. Around 1,400 different games. I'll roll 1,600 different games, excuse me. Gonna roll a random one out of the list, and we'll play that for the next half an hour. If you'd rather we go for something else, let me know with an exclamation mark veto. You do also have the option to encore games if you like them and you want to see them go for another 15 minutes. I forgot to set up gambling again. I will do that before I get into next game, so this time it can actually happen for the next game. Next up shall be... Desktop Dungeons. I own that? I do own this. Okay. Huh. I thought... For some reason I don't remember when I purchased this game or received this game. No... I'm thinking I might be confusing it for another game. I don't know. I'll get into it and let you guys judge. If you want to kill it partway through, we can kill it partway through. Or you guys can, rather. I have no power to do so, and I don't like to try to, like, lobby to get you guys to veto the way I want. That always feels a little scummy. I give myself my number of vetoes, and I wasted them. So, that's on me. And... let me set up a nice, long gambling period. And to get this fired up. Let's see, you do not launch full screen. Okay. Can I still game capture you? Please tell me I can still game capture you. Excellent! Alright. Do a quick fix there. 30 minutes on the clock. Let's play some Desktop Dungeons. I didn't update the... Fix the category real quick. Pretend I know what I'm doing. Desktop Dungeons. Kingdom name? Vimbert. The story begins. Creatures attacked in the night. The caravan was unprepared. Travelers had been warned about the unexplored realms, but pride often plays tricks on reason. Flames and blood engulfed the defenders, nomads, exiles, and vagabonds, with only a handful of real fighters among them. Injured, ill-trained, and separated from one another, many of the survivors had no choice but to press on into a nearby network of maze-like caverns. Okay, I am human guard. It seems I will die if I go there. Right. I played like a demo of this years and years. That's right. I've played like an early build of this, but never for the full version. Game seems a little loud. Let me know if I need to turn it down. Yeah, right? Next hit is win. And I heal as I explore the fog of war. That's right. Okay, kill Goblin. I can do one hit on him. And then I can do some heals. Undead and Bloodless? Sure. Whew. That goblin hits pretty damn hard. And I've only got so much heat. Oh, hey, Meat Man. What are you doing out of Super Meat Boy? I will die if I hit again. So let me heal up. I will die if I hit again. Excellent, alright. And now we fight the Gobbo. There we go. But where, oh where, is the exit? Oh. They're guiding me to it. Up my max health, up my damage, up my mana, which I don't seem to have a use for yet. Burn Day Raz. Burns your enemies 4 magical points per character level, slowing their regeneration. Sure. That sounds good. Physical resist 90%. Okay, so I need to burninate. And then I can finish him off with a physical strike. Okay, and burninate and stab. There we go. What is this? Mana potion, okay. Health potion. What else we got? Meat Man. Just a big old block of defense for me to smash into. Okay. Warlock will kill me. Ooh. Was ist das? High conversion value? Okay. I don't fully understand what that did, but I'm sure that's fine. Let me burninate him. Level 3. I can start to fight the Warlock, but I'm gonna assume there's more. Yep, there's more stuff to fight. Zimby is a little scary. Let me see if I can find any more dudes. Kill Gobbo. Bonus mana? Okay. Can take that. Burninate the slime. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was definitely thinking of another game. There was a game that had like a name like this that I remember trying once and like being really excited about, but absolutely hating it. Can't for the life of me think of what that was though. Let me just burn some mana here and then go in. I will die if I do that. He heals a little. He heals... Oh. Well, that's what I was supposed to have been doing. Oops. Yep. That's fine. I'll just keep healing up and then resume my doomed crusade here. There we go. Should give me more experience because it was like lower level, right? I have no idea if that's a thing or not. Let me burninate this and heal. Level 4, very good. Burninated. Ha! A mere level 3 Warlock. Pitiful. What else you got for me, game? A Zimby? I can fight a Zimby. I can fight a Zimby 5 times. Well, not 5 times. I don't have the mana for that. I very don't have the mana for that. You and me, Maximus Brutus, will go far. With your... Bleat? Oh! Goat attacks for 31 per hit. That's frightening. Now I can fight Goat? Now I should fight Goat, apparently. Burn, burn, kill. I believe it. This trophy is what you came for. Grab it and then let's go. But what is this down here? Oh, okay. We'd like to offer you the guided tutorials. Sure, I'll take the guided tutorial. Hello, welcome to Desktop Dungeons, a randomly generated turn-based puzzle roguelite thing of dungeoneering, heroism, and monster slaying. Click on the sign near character.
Greetings, adventurer. You're in the legendary depths of the lost Tutorial 1 dungeon, one of seemingly random cave networks left behind by the Old Kingdom. Nobody knows what they're here for, but everybody agrees that they're awesome. To your right stands a typical desktop dungeons monster. You'll find that combat in this game is surprisingly detailed, nuanced, and flexible. Okay, don't, like, talk up your combat system like that. Reveal some new terrain, you'll steadily recover health. Yeah, I already know that. Diagonal movement. Bad guy, meat man. Copyright infringement likely. In compliance with regulations set out by the Tutorial 1 Dungeon Labeling Committee, we've stapled a giant 2 onto the next creature's foot just to show you how gosh darn tough he is. Whoa, wait, that monster is a higher level than you. If you keep fighting, you will lose this battle. Monsters won't attack or follow you if you leave him alone. Yeah, if you happen to have any injured any creatures, our state-of-the-art foe regeneration tracker will keep track of their health for you. Be wary, though, they heal just as easily as you do. Okay, adventurer, the Tutorial 1 Fair Play Committee has decided to put these enemies here in the interest of your sustained enjoyment and survival. Destroy them at your leisure. Sure, let's do a murder. Kill some ugly buck-toothed bandits. It's just like my Fire Emblems. Right-click an enemy. Okay. Oh yeah, you're a certified badass now. You should go find something else to kill. Let us kill. It seems like there are enemies down... Nope, can't go any further that way. Very well. Ye gods, it's a goat! Get out of there, brave adventurer! Take the side passage before it eats your soul! You do well to heed this advice. The numbers show that this enemy is simply too strong for you. Wait, next hit is talk? I can talk to the goat? Are you crazy? That's a goat! It will murder you! Haha, just kidding. This is a dead end. You're going to die. We hope you've enjoyed the Tutorial 1 tour. We'd offer feedback forms, but, you know, you'll be dead and stuff. Desktop Dungeons is a hard game. Expect to die a lot until you become more experienced. Attack the goat and accept your defeat. This will complete the first tutorial. Today is a good day to die! Of the people who escaped the initial attack on the camp, many perished in the deadly underground dungeons. Others pressed on, their determination to survive outweighing the odds. A fresh new adventure inside a fresh new dungeon. Here's hoping that this brave explorer is more fortunate than the last. Get straight to business, attack the warlock. Not too shabby, but it would be great to improve your odds against these foes somehow. Try searching the dungeons for power-ups. Games like these always have them. Oh, you're doing that thing. We're like, haha, we're going to make fun of convention, but still using those same conventions we're poking fun at. Warning, attack power-ups ahead. Use only in cases of extreme emergency and or damage dissatisfaction. Yes, lengthen your sword today. Completely free. Free first sample. When you walk over an attack power-up, it permanently increases your damage by 10%. If you're lucky enough to find one, grab it as soon as possible. You've become decidedly more effective in combat. Note how it took you only a single strike to fell that opponent, as opposed to 2 previously. Standard adventure constitution boosters for heroes who want to be more constituent. Health power-ups operate, they don't actually heal you, don't leave them lying around, yeah. Haven't done so already, yeah, I can see it resists physical, but I don't have another option. Arcane amplifiers, useful for spellcasting and alliterative endeavors. Mana power-ups increase mana by 1, mana doesn't increase by level up, okay. Oh, for the love of Torog, another goat? No, this is rubbish. You need another way out of the dungeon. Ignore the goat and follow the side passage. You're just gonna kill me to the goat again, aren't you? Now, this is more like it. You've just discovered a dungeon exit. Retiring early isn't the most glorious way to end a session, but sometimes it's your only choice unless you count Impaled by Killer Goat as a viable option. Run!
Congratulations on your dungeon survival. I was also involved in that dreadful caravan attack, but managed to avoid harm by hiding in my obscure documents closet. Your experiences have made one thing clear to the rest of the survivors. If there is to be any hope for us, we need to band together at a base of operations. We need a kingdom. To make this anything more than a lowly adventuring band's dream, you'll need to secure funds for development. Your survival and experience have inspired hope in the members of the camp, and they've voted to put you in charge. It's time to gather the rabble and loot some dungeons.
Yeah, a hero's permit form, sure. Confirm your selection here, sounds good. Race, human, class, guard.
Sally forth. Welcome, hero, to the legendary dungeon of hidden treasures. While exploring, why don't help yourself to a complimentary glyph of fiery doom?
For a spell glyph, yeah, I already know what these do. Burninate. If you have access, click on a foe and drag your cursor to another block. Oh. Ah. Okay, that's sort of nice. Running out of mana, explore the dungeon.
Passage not open to standard tour. Please do not enter, particularly if you're the type who would readily steal lots and lots of gold. Crispy, as you level up, your spell damage will increase. Usually won't hit as hard as a regular attack, but the fact that enemies can't hit you back is a major plus.
Onward. Ooh, money.
Oh, it sounds like the treasure room was a trap. You hear something big and heavy sliding into place from the dungeon above.
Ah, I see. Now a different way out. Seems to be immune to magic. Why not convert it? Okay. Fills up your conversion bar. If the item has enough conversion value, bar resets, the character gains an extra stat boost. Okay, so for humans, converting gives you more attack power. Got it. Now let's get the hell out of here unless I'm murdered by a goat again.
Excellent direction of our efforts, bold administrator. The bounty from that dungeon can now be put to good use. If your fledgling kingdom is to survive beyond its first few weeks, we need a reliable and well-trained force of heroes to keep the terrors of this land at bay.
Kingdom Gold. Sure. Upgrade the Fighting Fighter. Kingdom Administrator. Remember this moment well, for you have just taken your first tentative steps down a long and glorious path. Under your guidance, we'll build the kingdom to challenge the gods themselves. Class unlocked. Fighter.
Admirable clicking and spending, noble administrator. You've just unlocked the fighter class. These hardy warriors are superior to common guards in several ways. They excel at hunting down opponents and gaining experience quickly. Administrator, our scouts have discovered a monster lair in the surrounding area. It is time to take the fight to them. Let's have our heroes load up and move out. They can return when they have some monster heads and or other souvenirs of victory.
Well, that sounds like an interesting prospect. Oh, sorry for butting in. We'll chat later. Okay. Human and fighter is equal or lower level. Always have their locations revealed. Okay. 1 extra XP per skill. Dungeon runs start with 1 level of standard death protection. Okay. Here it is, your hour of triumph. I keep wanting to do that voice. Goal is find the goat boss, slay it. Kingdom's first celebrated hero. Alright. Burnination glyph, always good. Ooh, a sword. And a shield. Pendant of Health. Cool. I don't want to convert this yet. I'll convert it when I get, more items that I can use. The dreaded goat. No hints and no hand-holding. It is a combination of your items, spells, and character skills. See if you can defeat it and take its horn. Okay, so I have no... Okay, so I think what I need to do here is I start out with a fireball. Yeah, I lob 2 fireballs at it, and then I convert this for more damage, and also convert the pendant of mana. Burn. Burn. Now that I can't use magic anymore, convert. Partial convert. And start swinging. Pop a health potion. Pop a second health potion. Alright, cool. Give me that. Welcome to your kingdom's very own stuffing establishment. Here's a collection of monster victory. Your hero parades through the muddy streets of your rapidly growing settlement. Goat horn clasped in one mailed fist. Rose petals and jubilant shouts alike fill the air as townsfolk come out to celebrate. Amidst the glee, a lone figure approaches you as you recline in your administrator's parade viewing chair. That was the very first thing we made for me. Hi there. Can't help but notice the sheer amount of fun you're having with that chunk of monster skull. I happen to have a business proposal related to that. This may seem rather forward, but I was once a renowned taxidermist in the surrounding realms. And I know a lot of very rich buyers who would love a mounted beastie head of some kind hanging over their fireplace. Bragging rights, see. Long story short, I'd like to buy that trophy from you. I have the gold right here. This new kingdom needs some kind of regular income, right? Well, work with me and we can build an entire economy around hunting and slaying evil. I'm pretty sure this will turn into a long and mutually profitable relationship. Sold the goat horn for 150 gold. Cool. Guild expansion. There's more than one way to slay the average dungeon monstrosity, and the kingdom's population is one of diverse talents and interests. Magic users, holy men, and even common cut purses are interested in fighting the good fight, especially if there's money involved. Building a second guild. Priests, reliable slayers of the undead. Wizards start with free fireball, and they have lower mana costs. Thieves deal a little extra damage to unsuspecting opponents. Thief Den, I think.
Our brave new kingdom is still in grave peril. The citizens of nearby dungeons are breathing down our necks. If a brave hero wanders in and slays the leaders in each area, the rest should be demoralized enough to scatter.
But evil people, it's fine.
Most autonomous and independently thinking administrator, I believe you've learned enough to start performing kingdom duties in whichever way you see fit. I should be on hand to advise you when new matters come up, but from here you may consider your decisions and opportunities somewhat more open. Have fun.
Okay. The Badlands, Thousand Cuts, or Vince's Vault. I like the sound of Vince's Vault. Shrugs off magic. Bring your biggest sword. Oh, so are these like kind of suited to each? Magic and cunning are required. Not particularly vicious, as endurance makes them difficult to kill outright. I'm glad. It's a little more draining than a lot of my staple voices, but I've kept it around. Boss's goat horn. Oh, so they're all goats. Let me try the Badlands. Because it says cunning. So that to me sounds like a thief. Extra 30% damage to enemies with full health. Third, more items. Ooh, and potions double dip. Okay. You're playing a human thief. Yep. I can read, so I knew that. Thank you, game. Let me get that burnination. Let me grab all them upgrades. And all this delicious free money. Sneeko Smith, the Thief. That's a great name. This music feels a little too epic for, like, my first real outing. May as well smoke it if I got it. Was ist das? Destroy a dungeon wall, gain a temporary... Oh, okay. That's cool. Give me that upgrade. Been around since the desktop's Dungeons Alpha, and I'm still gonna kick your ass. Just let me land one hit. Oh, yeah, he hits for 75 a pop. Jesus. Okay, so I have 2 Endless Walls, so let me do a convert. And let me fight some more stuff. Gotta get a little more powerful before I can take on that goat. Ah, here we go. A rich, rich harvest of XP for the taking. Do a burninate. Now we have goon number 4. I mean, we got Sneeko Smith. You can't not love Sneeko Smith. You guys know Sneeko Smith. Casting Fireball means free attack. Yep. I understand, game. Ooh, money. First strike in the next combat round and 5% dodge chance. Okay, that seems pretty good. I already have that spell, so let's toss that into the converter. Again, that's getting converted. Okay, I think I see what the maneuver is going to be here. I just build up to have one big alpha strike on the boss. I think. Ah. More fuckers to kill. Heal up a little bit. Heal up a little bit more. Burn him again. Burn him again. End this wall that can get converted again. That's a free kill. That's a less free kill. 11, 18. I'd rather fight this guy. Alright, level 4. Very good, very good. Now I burn you. Burn you again. Sweet. You're free. You die in very pain. You also die in very pain. Burn. I'll burninate you first. Level 5. Cool. Okay, I think I should take the passage first. Yeah, let me take the passage for. Ooh, money. Oh, okay, just a money room. Well, that suits me just fine. Anything up here? No. I want to try the Endless Wall. See if I can find more stuff. No. Okay, then. So I will be safe on a next hit. Okay, what I need to do is do a get in there. A burninate. Slice, because that gives me first strike, and then I hit it. There we go. Goat down. Sneeko Smith wins the day. Trophy sold. Okay, so could I upgrade... oh, it costs 1,000. Never mind. I will just build a church then. Class unlocked. Priest. 1,000 cuts is probably for priest because can heal, I assume. A ranking out of 10, it's like a... I don't know, like a 6.5. I like it, but I'm not like... I don't know. I like it, but I'm not super sold as of yet. What can priest do? Extra health. Health potions more effective. Physical damage is plus 100%. Let me give priest a try. Angela Monslayer. With a creepy bug-eyed stare. We love that for her? Question mark? Okay, I need to... Okay. Bonk and bonk. Yeah, I think I played like a demo of this game or like an early alpha like long time ago. Like, it would have been like 2013 or something. Covers 3 random dungeon tiles. Okay. Let me seek out some enemies. Are there no enemies on this floor? Swaps places with an enemy, adding slow debuff. Okay. That is getting converted, because I already got it. Let me use my magic, because I got it. Oh, right. I'm a priest. I'm OP versus the undead. Burn and kill. Easy level. Okay, that gets converted. Money. But it's looking like I will not be able to finish this run. Unless anyone throws in a last-minute cheeky encore. Which could always be a thing. But I think I want a brief... Wow, yeah, okay. Been going almost 3 hours. It's been a bit since my last break, so... Do you think I want to... Well, just do a piss real quick. So that's a bit of Desktop Dungeons. I'm glad it was not the game I was thinking of. But this is Shuffle Saturday, where we play a different game every 30 minutes. Piss time. Yeah, that is exactly what it is. So when I return, we will roll whatever game is going to be next. I believe the predictions since closed. Our only 2 bettors both bet on the SNES. Alright, guess that's that prediction's just getting refunded. Why don't I run a real quick one? I'll give you guys another shot at it. I feel bad that there's been no gambling so far. It'll just run for a minute, but second chance. Bet on different things this time. I trust you, chat. You can do it. I'll be back in just a minute, and then we'll figure out what's coming next. Okay, I return. This next game might be last game. I'll play it, but god damn it, you guys. Okay, both people have bet on the SNES. I'm tempted to just... No, I'm not gonna be that mean. I'll just refund you guys, because it'd be either you would just literally win your points back, or you would lose everything. Alright, next up for Shuffle Saturday shall be... Archer McLean's 3D Pool for the Game Boy Advance. This is a game I apparently own. Alright, let me start getting that loaded up. One follower on Twitch. For the record, I was first. Understandable. Still, I'm assuming the other better was Anti-Hero, and Anti-Hero always goes SNES. Also might have been a mobile delay, I don't know. But anyway, Repu vetoes, so instead of that, we will play Mega Man X2 for the SNES. Mega Man and I tend to not get along, but we'll see how I do here. I'll start getting that loaded up. Okay, Silvar says full chaos. Watching Pool for the last game of the night. Yeah, fair. Instead of Pool, instead of Mega Man, we will play Ultima Runes of Virtue 2 for the SNES. Okay. I don't know if I'll get past character creation from what tiny amount I know about Ultima, and that just comes from Madular videos. Let me get that going. Ultima... Crap, what was it called again? Which one? Runes of Virtue 2? Runes of Virtue 2. 0 followers on Twitch. Oh boy. Surely that's a sign of high quality, right? Yeah, Ultima I have never played before. For whatever reason, it just never fell into my lap. Alright, 30 minutes on the clock. Let's play some goddamn Ultima. Runes of Virtue 2. Why is the game capture not working? Stand by. Things had to break one more time, didn't they, huh? Why are you like this today? Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, 30 minutes on the clock. Ultima. New game. Unused. I think I just accidentally selected the default party, but whatever, it's fine. Oh, I just put myself in as Via. Whatever. Easy mode because coward. I'm bored. I have not had fun since I last terrorized Britannia. I didn't realize this was a bad guy. I know, I shall kidnap Lord Tholden. That shouldst really annoy Lord British. I was not expecting this, Shit, what is it called? Lord Tholden, 'tis folly to resist me. Lord British will send someone to rescue me. I would not count on it. You can tell he's evil because of the pink eye. Is that expecting the top-down... Fuck, what is it? Ice is something... Whatever, this viewpoint. I wasn't expecting it. Why can't I think of the word? You will stay here where I've prepared multiple portraits of you. To intimidate you, because I love you. Isometric! Thank you, Repu. Jesus, why couldn't I think of that? I guess I am Mayor of Britain now. Is it?
Troll, come here. Guard this room. It's kind of cursed, yeah. Meanwhile, at Lord British's castle. My lord, the Black Knight has kidnapped Lord Tholden. We must summon the Avatar to rescue him. Very well, my lord. So this is after Ultima 4. Holy shit, it's Smash. Yeah, right there. Just as he always looks. Okay, I have an axe throw. I have... I chose... I guess I chose to be Shamino. I start with axes and a burger. A magic onk. A food. Yep, very... just a food. I suppose I should probably talk to the... We have summoned thee to Britannia to rescue our Lord Tholden, whom the Black Knight has kidnapped. Lord Tholden is held prisoner in the Cavern of Hatred, due north of this castle. Once thou hast returned him to the city of Britain, return here. Okay. Hello, rat man.
I'm Lord British's official cheese tester.
Great. Never speak to me again. Oh, I can just walk through the fireplace, huh? That's, okay. Ooh, cheese. British has always been so fucking cringe. I kind of admire it, honestly. Why is the timer not appearing? God damn it. There we go. Can I use the magic onk here? Oh, that just teleports me back to Lord British. I see. And I use with B. So I have a food, a cheese, and a teleport back to Lord British. I mean, like, you know, a name can come from anywhere. Like, Vimbert is just like, it's just a French surname. Just, it came into my brain when I was playing Shining Force 2 as a name for the main character. And I didn't know it was a French surname at the time. I don't know where the hell I'd heard it. But it was like, sure, I can just stick with that for everything I do on the internet. Why not? Ho-he-oh be-hum, do you have a clue? No. Then go and get one! I am not allowed to murder the clown. This is very sad.
Dost thou have need of a shield? Gladly I would sell thee one for 50 gold.
Yeah. Oh, I do not have the 50 gold. Very well.
Mayhap thou wilt change thy mind?
No, I don't want to talk to you. I just want to leave because I'm apparently a broke bitch. A book. This castle was built with the compassion of Britain, the honor of Trinsic, the justice of Yu, the sacrifice of Menoch, the honesty of Moonglow, the valor of Jellum, the spirituality of Sakura, Bray, and the humility of New Megincia. Okay. What's up, wizard man?
In this crystal ball, many things I see. I see the magic panpipes, abandoned in the cavern of deceit.
Also, the sound in this game is, it's certainly a choice. It's certainly a choice. Like, just music sometimes. I'm wondering if that's gonna continue to be the case when I, like, get out into the field. Crunchy, yeah, that's the word for it. But in a bad way, yeah. Okay, so head north. Ooh. Okay. The Cavern of Hatred. The Cavern of Brexit.
Nah. Ah, okay. That denotes a door. Got it. You're pretty late, Dread, but it's fine. The Shuffle Saturday has landed me on some Ultima, of all goddamn things. Well, but welcome. Glad to have you either way. Fashionably late, exactly. Okay. So what is that? Ah, I see. Sonic Adventure 2 stole this mechanic.
How about you?
Arrows? Yeah, it sure does technically count as a puzzle, but it's fine. It's early game. You know, now that I'm, like, in the dungeon, I'm appreciating this perspective a little more, or maybe I'm just getting numb to it.
Oh god. Ghosts! How about you, brigands? You'll not claim me, I am the Avatar!
Ooh, money. I like isometric games as well, but this one, I don't know. Something about it seems a little off. Like, I feel like I'm, like, just a few degrees too many tilted up. It kind of reminds me of, like, Gauntlet, but in a, like, the old Gauntlet. Isometric and then a few more degrees. Exactly, exactly. So far, you got the right of it. It's odd, but I do kind of admire it for the, I admire it for the kind of the, I don't know, like the audacity of it. Like, I feel like the only SNES game I've seen do something similar to this with perspective is, shit, was it Vanquish? It was that, it's a game we played on Shuffle. It was that very, like, anime dungeon crawling game with, that had, like, the hot elf lady, like, out to murder you before the game started for, like, killing her entire family or something. And then it was just like, here's the dungeon, figure it out, idiot. God, Vanquish isn't right. It was something... It was a title like that. It does add a bit of depth, that's true. And, I don't know, I'm rapidly getting used to it. It's just, it's an odd choice. Oh, I can push barrels. Good. Any items in the clock? I cannot move through these fireplaces. Also, this is weird. Y and B both fling my axe. It almost kind of feels like this was, like, maybe they were making it for the NES and then they, like, switched? I don't know. Since this does seem to come after Ultima 4, maybe this will get at least a footnote in one of the Madular videos on Ultima. So I can push barrels, but that doesn't really do anything else for me down here. So where else can I go in this cavern of hatred? Oh, right, that's just the... Oops. Go back in. Come on. I can't skip this, apparently. It is a nice little cutscene. CDDA? I am unfamiliar with this acronym. Or wait, was that one, like, post-apocalyptic RPG that, Seth covered on YouTube ages ago? Or maybe not ages ago. But that's ringing a vague bell now that I think about it. So that I cannot push the potted plants, apparently. Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, right. That was one of those that I looked at and I was like, that might be up my alley, but I mean, I've had a couple games that he's covered that have been like that, but then I haven't, like, I bought Underrail based on, his video about it, and then I've never played it. Just have not gotten around to it. Gotta say, Warrior Man feels pretty good. So, okay. Here we go. Now we're making progress. Weird, though. I could have sworn that wasn't... I guess I had to try and go in there while the ghosts were still, like, active. Which feels strange, but alright. Hello, sign. The easy way. Well, surely I don't... Oh. Oh, I don't have the key. I'm up for any challenge, Ultimate Game. Said streamer who's literally playing on easy mode. That key seems important. A heart key. Kind of wild that, like, my starting item aside from my axe is just a burger. I call myself out all the time. I'm bad at puzzles. I don't have a sense of direction, and I don't know. A lot of the time that's, like, it requires spatial thinking. And that's my fucking weakness, because my brain don't work like that. I guess I have to go this way? Or wait, I should try the heart key on that door. Unless... No, okay. So it was used for this. Borgar. Nice. Hidden passage.
I fight you through the door.
Let us eat Borgar. Delicious. God damn it, I should have saved Borgar. Y'all got an In-N-Out in Britannia? Or like a Wendy's? God, it's been a while since I had Wendy's. Okay, wasn't expecting those to explode. Pay with life last door. Oh. I mean, maybe the heart key stopped it from, like, doing more damage to me or killing me, maybe? Wendy's nuts. Feel like there's something you can do with the Baconator in light of making a D's nuts with that. Baconator. Oh no, okay, it's these kind of slimes. Yeah, maybe I just don't mess with that. Maybe I don't go in there unless I have to. Oh, I have to equip the cheese. No! Why did it mold? What is happening? Add cheese sauce? Like, as in nacho cheese? That sounds terrible, not gonna lie. But as has been established, I'm weird and don't really like cheese. I mean, I ain't gonna yuck your yum, but that extremely sounds not for me. I do not trust these mushrooms. Fine, you're still on notice, Mutt. Oh, great. Glad I investigated the obvious point of interest in the room. Thanks, game. I mean, when I get a Baconator, I literally, like, have them not put cheese on it. Like, I don't eat cheeseburgers, I eat hamburgers. I go to Five Guys and I get the little bacon burger. No cheese. That sounds incredibly cursed, Dread. Did you just drink that? In all its plasticky goodness? Lots of... Wait. You're not an enemy mouse? Okay. Oh! Wait, how... What... Okay, I don't understand how I was able to open that chest, but okay. And you see, this is the genius of the system, because we saw the skeletons attacking the, or the skeleton attacking the webs earlier, so it's visually communicated to me, the player, how to deal with the webs, rather than just running into them. Charge me for a freezy? A frozen cup of cheese. But yeah, I mean, as far as equivalent items go, like a Slurpee, or, god damn it, a Slurpee or something like it is probably going to be the closest you're going to get. Great, so going in here was worthless. Good. Good, 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 like that. Breaking into a little of that whiskey I poured myself after the initial glitch that I had to deal with. It's going to make putting together the... I mean, I guess the YouTube VOD could just start from when I came back. That'd probably be fine. I doubt anyone cares about hearing me explain how Shuffle Saturday works for the... Oh, when did that change?
Meanwhile, back at the hall... Meanwhile, at the bottom of the Great Stygian Abyss. So Lord British has summoned the Avatar. I wish I had an avatar to summon. Now more the explodey traps. I know what will keep the avatar busy. I will kidnap every mayor.
I mean, yeah, if you got those teleportation powers, why not?
Wash it, matey, you singed me hair. That's not all that will burn if you're not cooperative. Me friends will see thee walk the plank for this, matey.
How? You have a pirate say thee? Really? Okay.
Harold, Lord Witsaber's been kidnapped. Thou must go to the castle and inform Lord British. I do hope you enjoy your stay with us, Witsaber.
Okay, Bastard Man is doing more bastard things. Who could have predicted this? Ah! Okay. I kind of like the fountain noise. I would rather there... Okay, I'm just not gonna question that. Rest of this dungeon is drug trip because I took a mushroom. Can I push these? Nope. No door. Ah. It's interesting since there's been so much ranged combat. Maybe I should have just gone for the ranger-looking mofo. Gimme mushroom door. And I will not fight that slime, because I know what happens when I try to fight this... Oh no, no, no. Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. Go away, go away, go away, go away. Oh god, run. that's what those do. Okay. Sure. Oh, you are evil. You are evil wizard man. I thought you were the dude from the castle since Mary the Mouse was here. Lord British's furry cheese taster. Ah! Should have expected that. I'm going to die. Should have saved my burger. Did I get him? I got him. That's a very big mushroom. We tripping real hard now, boys. And gals and non-binary pals. That looks like it will kill me if I try to cross it. Let's not turn that on. Ooh, treasure. No. Maybe it's just water? Whatever it is, it doesn't let me cross it. Okay. What else have we? Nothing, apparently. Turn pointing statues? Maybe? Wasn't aware that was a thing I could do. Doesn't seem to be a thing. Can I break the pot, maybe? Oh, wait, I can... Ah! Yes, okay. So I can move the... Oh, that'll let me... Oh, okay, I see. I understand. So now can I... No? Okay, there must be something to do with the pot then. If I push it over here, push it down here... Does it... No, I can't push it further. What if I... Okay, but surely it won't just keep clearing a path for me, right? It does? Really? Okay, that doesn't make much sense. But sure. I'm not going to argue with you, game. Not at all the solution I expected, but I'm not objecting. Okay, now I should just be able to trigger the thing. Money, money, money! You know, this Cavern of Hatred, it ain't so bad. I think people give it a bad burger. Turns out they did have it in and out. It was in the dungeon. What the hell are you? Oh god. Eat Morgar. Oh, right, this was where the guy was.
Avatar, thou art a welcome sight to these eyes. Let us flee. The good people of Britain are waiting.
Pot is just getting filled with water? I guess, but like, I didn't have to... Now we have music. But it didn't like, I don't know. Something about that bugs me, but hey, Lord British, I return with the mayor.
I return in triumph.
I did not kill the shit out of the Black Knight. Oh wait, what am I doing? Magic on. Okay, of course, can't have it that as easy. Lord British, I brought the mayor back.
We are glad to see thee again, Lord Tholden. Avatar, please escort Lord Tholden back to the city of Britain. What do you mean you don't know where the city of Britain is? You're the Avatar, of course you know.
I'm like, haha, yes, of course. The city of Britain. Right. It's like a puzzle. You must go where the dental care is not. But what could it mean? That's a cheap jab. Is this Britain? Lord Tholton proudly rides through town, leading a parade held in honor of your courageous actions. Yeah! I kind of don't like the sea of faces. This looks a little weird. I'm a little uncomfortable. It looks like they're like one gelatinous mass of villager. I'm uncomfortable. I mean, hooray, we saved the city or whatever. Is that the mayor? That ain't me. Real. Yeah, that sounds about right. Thou hast been presented with the Rune of Compassion. Thou hast gained strength. Heart container. Cool. Hi, floor burger. 15. Oh! Oh, I just spent 15 coins on a burger. Well, that was dumb. Oh, let me play the piano. Great. Want to race to my food shop? Sure. Last one there's a rotten egg. Oh. Go! I win! I'm doing my victory lap now. Very well. What else can I find? Ooh, second piano. Do. What? Oh, continue. I was not expecting the seahorse to hit that hard. I was just like, yeah, let me kill this thing. But it was like, no, I'm just gonna chunk you for all your health, friend. And, you know, fair enough. Yeah, that's some fuckery there. That's some fuckery most foul. We will have our revenge on him eventually. Okay, the bunny rabbit was not an insta-kill. Good. Welcome to Britain, City of Compassion. I'll just keep my mouth shut on that one. Ah yes, the British, well known for their compassion. Right? That'll fix him. But this is Shuffle Saturday, where we play a different game every 30 minutes. And I think that is going to do it for tonight for me. So thanks everybody for coming out. Spend a little bit of your morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it may be for you. I'll be back tomorrow around 9 Mountain Time with more Legend of Legaia. Let's see who I can send a raid to. How about Basco, who's playing some of the Pokemons, which I have not played in quite some time. If Twitch will let me send the raid. Yeah, I hope everyone has a good rest of your night. I'll see you tomorrow if I see you. If not, have a good rest of your weekend. God damn it, there was something else I was supposed to say. Whatever. I'm going to drink the rest of this delicious whiskey and get me something to eat. Say hi to Basco. My name's Vimbert. See you around the internets.